going to be. He gets away from one tackle. Lefty still running. Cuts back up. Lefty still on his feet. Lefty still on his feet. He's down the sideline. He's headed for pay dirt. Touchdown, Dragons!
And welcome to Stone Memorial High School. It's football time, and the York Dragons tonight taking on the Stone Memorial Panthers. Join me as always, Gary Hall. And Gary, tonight it's not a region matchup, but it's a good matchup for both teams to gain a little momentum because both teams coming off losses.
Yeah, they are. Of course, York lost a tough one at home last Friday night, though. Nada and Stone Memorial was defeated down in Baxter by Upperman last Friday night. So both teams coming off a loss, but a big challenge for the Dragons tonight, playing a 4A school over here. And, they have decent size and, decent talent, and they've got fair speed too, Gary.
And it's the 2-3 Dragons against the 3-2 Panthers in this one. Don't go away. It's welcome, I should say, to the Smart Bank pregame show as we're getting ready for football action here at Stone Memorial. York and Stone Memorial. Our pregame show brought to you by the good folks at Smart Bank. We're going to take a timeout from them, and then we'll be back with more from Stone Memorial.
Mortgage rates have fallen to new record lows, and Smart Bank can help you take advantage of these new rates, whether you're a first-time home buyer or in the market to refinance. Our team will help you decide which product works best for your situation. From fixed, adjustable, jumbo, FHA, VA, and RD loans to innovative customized loans for first-time home buyers, renovation, vacant residential lot, construction, and permanent. You'll find the smartest mortgage plan for your family at Smart Bank and feel right at home.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Right back here at Stone Memorial High School on the Smart Bank pregame show. As you can tell, we're sitting outside and the speaker's a little bit close to us, Gary, so you're picking up a lot of the music as well. But these two teams, Gary, haven't played since 2016. Stone Memorial won that one, and they've actually won 3 of the 4 meetings with York dating back through the 2000s.
Yeah, and they haven't played a whole lot, Gary. Haven't played in a few years, and restarting the, series tonight, and York coming over here to play. It'll be a big game.
And, of course, the Stone Memorial Panthers now under the direction of Coach Derek Samber. If that name sounds familiar, he coached at York between 2014 and 2016. Had some good success at York, Gary, and he's had some good success here at Stone.
Yeah, he has. Struggled a couple of years. Has a pretty good team this year, the hunt for second place, and they're reaching chance to host a home region football game.
And for York, that kind of went out the window for them with that loss to Oneida the other night.
It did. York probably best hope to finish third right now, Gary, and that'll mean a trip probably over to South Green or Hampton for a playoff game.
And, of course, Gary, this is one of those games that is really what you'd like to think would be a great momentum builder if you could win it.
Really, this would be huge for York. But, York's got to find their running game, Gary. They have really struggled to run the football, and the blocks just aren't getting set, and there's nowhere for the back to run. And, when there is a hole, we're not getting to it quick enough. And, York's got to get the running game going. They can do a lot of things. Miles has been outstanding at quarterback. He has been accurate. He's thrown the ball well, and it just opens their whole playbook.
And they've got to have better hands this week, Gary. They dropped a lot of passes last week that could have changed the complete complexion of that ball game.
They did, and it's huge. You can't let your quarterback down like that. You're struggling to run the football. You need some plays. You need some positive yardage plays, and you're not getting them. You got to pull that ball in and make sure you tuck it away, get positive yards for your offense.
Well, now, Stone this season has lost to Lenore City 42-28. They beat East Ridge 47-21. Knocked off Livingston Academy 49-12. Beat Monterey 7-6. And they lost to Upperman 27-9 last week. The two opponents they have in common, Gary, is Monterey. Stone won that Monterey game, but a lot of folks said it was a fluke play at the end of the first half that really won that ball game.
Well, yeah, they scored at the end of the half, go ahead 7-0, and then we saw Monterey's kicking woes. Well, they missed an extra point, and that was the difference in the game. But, Monterey come over here and played them really well. And, the thing we don't talk about, we talk about the offensive woes. York's defense is fairly solid. They have kept York in every game this year.
That's true. York is averaging scoring 19.5 points a game, but they're allowing 21.25. While Stone comes in, they're averaging scoring 28 points a game and giving up 21.6. Them and York pretty much identical as far as allowing points, Gary. But tonight it's going to be a situation, like you said, it's one of those games where York really needs to get something going on the ground.
Yeah, they do. And, that if they can get something going on the ground, that 21 points a game York's giving up on defense, that's going to win a whole lot of games, Gary.
Well, we're going to take a quick timeout now for a word from Smart Bank, and then we'll be back on the other side. We'll have a National Anthem brought to you by the Fentress Farmers Co-op, and we'll also have the scoreboard, the Smart Bank scoreboard coming up as well. So don't go away. We'll be back in just a moment.
Mortgage rates have fallen to new record lows, and Smart Bank can help you take advantage of these new rates, whether you're a first-time home buyer or in the market to refinance. Our team will help you decide which product works best for your situation. From fixed, adjustable, jumbo, FHA, VA, and RD loans to innovative customized loans for first-time home buyers, renovation, vacant residential lot, construction, and permanent. You'll find the smartest mortgage plan for your family at Smart Bank and feel right at home.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here on the Smart Bank pregame show. And Gary, we haven't talked much, but this is the first night both teams going to be facing a little bit of cool weather.
Yeah, it's not the warmest of nights out here, but it's a good football night. This should be perfect football weather.
Exactly. This is the kind of weather you expect in football season. Now, York comes in here, of course, District 2A. You've got Monterey and Oneida's on top of those. They're both sitting at 2-0. Rockwood's 0-1. Wartburg's 0-1. And York's looking up from the bottom, Gary, at 0-2. But they've still got games with Rockwood and Wartburg. And this would be a big game. If they could pick up a win here, would give them some major momentum headed in, especially the next week's Wartburg game.
Yeah, it would. It even the record at 3-3 also, Gary. And, give them, like you said, great momentum going into the Wartburg game next week. And then, you got games against Gibbs and Clay County also in between before you play Rockwood.
Well, Coach, Gary, want to just take a moment here and send our condolences out to the Cumberland County High School football team. They lost one of their coaches this week, Coach Rocky Gora. He passed away on Saturday. Tough for them, but they're playing tonight. And we talked to the Stone guy, and he said Rocky would probably haunt them if they didn't play tonight.
Rocky Gora was a fine man, Gary. He's been a staple in Cumberland County athletics since he played here as a player in the late 80s, early 90s. And, certainly well known by everybody in this community and will be dearly missed for sure.
So we're still waiting for the pregame activities, and we'll have those coming up here in just a few moments. Now, this week in the top 10, Gary, you look at the top 10 this week. You got Meigs County still setting up on the top of that. Trousdale County's at number 2, but if you look at number 3, that's one of the teams that if you're in this district you could possibly head to. That's Hampton. Yeah,
Hampton, South Green playing tonight, Gary, and that's probably their region championship game over there. So that should determine who finishes first, who finishes second in that region. And, York, if they get in the playoffs, will go to one of those places for a playoff game.
Now you look at the rest of the top 10. Number 4 sits Westview. Excuse me. Number 5 is Memphis Academy. Number 6 is Marion County. Number 7 is Huntington. Number 8 is Forest. Number 9 is Riverside. And number 10 is Watertown, Gary. And a team that York's going to see in a couple of weeks is setting at number 9 in the single A. That's the Clay County Bulldogs, who's playing really well right now.
Yeah, Clay County's got a good football team this year, a good program, Gary. And they, that'll be a challenge when York has them to come to the Dragon Pit here for too long.
And that's going to be toward the end of the season. But, of course, next week's going to be homecoming at York. We'll talk about that a lot next week. But still, Gary, York here tonight need to get something started. You mentioned it, just getting that run game going. They've got to get something started now because time's running out. They've got to win next week to even make the playoffs. They can still beat Rockwood and make the playoffs. But next week is one of those games they've got at home they really need to pick up.
Yeah, they do. you win that one, you're in the tournament, as they would say. You're in the playoffs. You just got to win one. So it's homecoming next week. There's a lot of things riding on the Wartburg game next Friday night.
You win next week, you can break out those tap shoes because you're going to the dance, folks. That's all there is to it. So that's what's at stake next week. Now this week, Gary, it's not a region game, but it's both these teams are looking to get back on track. As you said, tough loss to Upperman. Upperman's beat a lot of people, though. Quite frankly, Upperman's beat a lot of people. And Oneida, they played well against York. And so both teams really trying to find that winning track again, I guess you could say.
Yeah, Upperman's only lost one game this year. They lost to the defending single-A state champion over at their place. Traveled to West Tennessee and played them, got beat by Fayetteville 19-14. But that's that might be the only regular season game Upperman loses this year, Gary. So that's a formidable opponent, and they're looking to get back on track.
Well, we're going to take a quick timeout. It's time now for our National Anthem, brought to you by the Fitness Farmers Co-op. We'll have that right after this word from Smart Bank.
Here at Smart Bank, we promise that when you choose to bank with us, you are choosing to manage and protect your assets in the smartest way possible. We understand you depend on your personal checking account for everyday life. That's why every new personal checking account includes a free debit card, free online banking and bill pay, free mobile banking, free e-statements with online check images, up to 10 surcharge-free ATM transactions per month, and more. At Smart Bank, we believe in delivering more than you think is possible. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's time now for the National Anthem, brought to you by your Fitness Farmers Cooperative.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Our National Anthem has been brought to you by the Fitness Farmers Cooperative on Old Highway 127 South. Welcome to the Smart Bank scoreboard. Checking out last week's action, Monterey and Rockwood met for a big region matchup in 2-2A, and it was Monterey all over Rockwood, 43-14. Other action last week, Midway crushed Wartburg, 40-14. Fulton roll over Gibbs, 54-26. Clay County dumped Joe Burns in a big region matchup for them. It was final 20-6. Bledsoe County fell to Marion County 31-10. East Nashville roll over Jackson County, blanking the Blue Devils 58-0. Livingston also was blanked last week as Macon County crushed them 37-0. And Upperman topped Stone Memorial 27-9. This week, Gibbs and Wartburg have the week off, while Clay County finds themselves hosting Westmoreland. Rockwood travels to Harriman. Bledsoe County's on the road at Sequatchie County. Livingston will travel to Jackson County. Monterey will host Tennessee Heat. And the Oneida Indians, they hit the road to Northview Academy. This has been the Smart Bank scoreboard for Week 6. And back here at Stone Memorial, we're getting set for the opening kickoff, Gary, and I think York won the toss.
They did. They've elected to defer, Gary, and so they'll be kicking off to Stone Memorial.
So we'll see what happens as York, Gary, they've been notorious for getting off those slow starts, and that's something Coach Gary Johnson said he might take the ball from now on, but off the bat he's going to defer it.
Yeah, he's going to defer again tonight, but Gary, he's right. The slow starts, you got to come out of the box tonight. You're playing a bigger school and a bigger team. They'll run over you if you don't.
And we're getting set for the opening kickoff and dropping back. I can't see the numbers for the Panthers from the distance.
I'm having a little trouble. Gold uniforms with a black number. And
back deep for the Panthers will be
Hannah back deep.
That's Chris Hanna, number 14.
And Woody, I believe.
Yeah. Number 9, Bear Eldridge will be the other guys. One with Houston Woody. They got 3 guys deep.
And Caden Stover will kick it off. We're set for football action. Welcome to Stone Memorial, and here we go. Line them up, kick it off, and get it on. Short kick's going to be taken at about the 25-yard line. And still on his feet, head down the sideline, all the way back up to midfield. Gary Woody caught that one on the stride, and he made a good run out of it.
Yeah, Houston Woody on that return, he caught that ball coming full speed ahead, Gary, and got it past the first line of York's return defense and was up the sideline all the way to midfield.
Yeah, he got all the way. He got about 25 yards on it, a little over 25. And it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Panthers. As coming up will be quarterback Houston Woody, or actually quarterback Hunter Havilon, and got in the backfield of Houston Woody. Got 2 split out wide to the right. We'll see what they come. Back in the shotgun, Havilon. Got Woody to his right. They're in a 3-man out. They'll pitch it over to running back. He's trying to cut back inside. He's dropped right there. Good job by the Dragon D.
Yeah, that was Hunter Havilon on the carry, Gary. They just pitched to him, tried to run right, kind of a student body right. York doing a good job filling the run lanes, come up and stop the play for a 1-yard gain.
Stop there, Miles Leffy. Good job by Miles coming in to make that stop. As now it's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Panthers. Just inside Dragon territory. They'll hand off. No, it's going to be Havilon keeping it again. Goes on the right side, and he's going to get about to the 45, Gary. And he's going to make it 2nd and 5. That's something that Coach Johnson said earlier this week is that Havilon running back.
He does. They snap that ball. He's in the shotgun. That was a read option. The end didn't crashed in, so he kept the ball and turned it around the end for about a 5-yard gain.
And now somebody got a little bit of a quick start there, but they're going to throw it down. It's going to be a 1st down and more as they'll get up to the 40 or the 37-yard line. Eldridge with the reception.
Yeah, that's Bear Eldridge on the catch, Gary. Looked like somebody moved, no flag, and they complete the pass down to the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 7 and a 1st down.
I have to say, it looked like the running back was making his move toward the right now. York almost jumps off sides, but they hang tough. That's something that hurt them last week. As set to take the snap is Havilon. Havilon takes the snap, hands it off this time right up the middle to number 11. Banging straight ahead is Kyle Trentham.
Trentham gets about 2, maybe 3 down inside the 35-yard line, Gary.
Buck comes in to make the stop. He led the tackle, then joined in by a group after that one, but Buck made the initial hit. 2nd and 8 now for the Panthers. They'll take the snap. This time the quarterback keeps it. He's going to be wrapped and dropped. Good job by the Dragons on that one. That was Stover coming in.
Yeah, and actually Havilon kept that ball and actually was able to lean forward and got back to the 35. And, lucky he did that. A loss of 1, and it's 3rd and 7.
I was wrong. That was Tolman on the stop. Tolman got in there. Tolman loves to live in that backfield. Now it's 3rd and long, and now they'll roll it out. They'll throw one down. They got a man out there. He's got the reception. He'll bring down at about the 24-yard line. Gary, that's a little too easy a pitch and catch there.
Yeah, that was Caleb Flowers on the catch, a tight end, and he moves it all the way down to the 24-yard line of York. That's a gain of 11.
And the Panthers going no huddle. They're just coming right back to the line of scrimmage, getting some momentum going their direction. They'll snap it back this time. They hand over the left side to number 7. He's got past the first line, still on his feet, all the way down to the 14-yard line as Shada with a run.
Yeah, Jake Shada on the carry, and not a first. Well, they're moving him. It's a first down. I thought he's a little short. Got a good spot. Gets the first down.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 14. As Hevelon and Shada in the backfield. Hevelon takes the snap, fakes it to Shada, takes off the left side. He's going to keep it himself. Gets around the end. He's headed toward the end zone, and he's in for a touchdown.
Makes another miss. Scampers into the end zone for 6.
Good run by Hevelon. He just kept that ball and made Stover miss on the corner, and really nobody around him until Logan Pinnell met him at the goal line and missed, and he scores easily.
Yeah, he walked in untouched, and that's going to be a 6-0 lead for the Panthers with 8:38 to go here in the quarter. And they'll snap back and they'll go for 2. Hevelon trying to get it in himself and does. Hevelon with a 2-point conversion. It's an 8-0 lead for Stone Memorial. They take the first possession and drive it down with 8:38 to go in the first.
Cool, crisp air, falling leaves, and shorter days. Fall is just around the corner, and that means 2 words here in Tennessee. No, not pumpkin spice. Football and hunting. Whether you're hitting the field or stepping into the woods, Hall Sports and Outdoors has everything you need to get ready for the season. Up your game with name brand clothing and equipment like Under Armour, Rocky, Columbia, and lots more.
No need to drive out of town for the best sports and outdoor gear. Order online or visit our store to see our amazing selection in downtown Jamestown. Follow Hall Sports and Outdoors on Facebook and Instagram for all the latest brands and sales. At Hall Sports and Outdoors, the outdoors are always open.
Monday, September 27th. This is the first time that.
And right back here at Stone Memorial, where Gary Stone takes it down, punches it in. Look, had no trouble whatsoever moving it down the field.
No, they didn't. Very methodical. Had a couple of 3rd and longs, completed passes. Gary, very impressive first drive. Convert the 2-point conversion. They lead at 8-0.
And that was the kicker that scored the 2-point conversion moment. We thought it was Hevelon. Now they're going with an onside kick, and York's going to cover it up. Good job by the Dragons to get in there and get that one.
Luke Drake come in there, stuck his head in there and grabbed that ball. Good job by Luke.
And that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Dragons. That gives them the short field, Gary.
Yeah, it does. Puts that ball at the 48-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the York 48, and see if York can match them here.
Looks like York's got Ben Hall in the game tonight to start this one. We're going to have Ben Hall, and it looks like I believe that's
Kirby.
Yeah, Eli Kirby, number 35. They're going to hand off Kirby right up the middle. Kirby going to bang straight ahead, and he's going to be close to a first down.
I'd say that's 9. It'll be 2nd and less than a yard, Gary. A great run. They got a good hole. Kirby hit it hard, and he gets 9 on first down.
So 2nd and 1 for the Dragons. 2nd and 1 for the Dragons, as it'll be in under center this time. Lefeview going to hand it. No, he's going to take it right the middle again, and that's going to be drove back, Gary, but he may have got enough for the first down on that one.
Yeah, where they're marking it to be a first down, that was Toman on the carry. Thaddeus, that was kind of a little misdirection handoff. Looked like Miles was going to roll it out. Instead, he puts it in his left hand, sticks it in Toman's gut, and they get a couple of yards on a first down.
That is a Eco Heating and Cooling first down for the Dragons, their first of the night. As the Dragons come up, they got Ben Hall deep. They got that 3-man backfield, got it to Lefeview under center. He'll take the snap, hand it off up the middle, and bang it straight ahead as the fullback for a couple of yards.
That's Kirby again. Kirby for about 3 down to the 38-yard line.
So Kirby on the carry. Makes it 2nd and 7. Dragons, Gary, moving the football early.
Yeah, they are. You know, running game getting positive yardage, Gary. That's a good sign for York.
This is a much different set than what we're used to from York as well.
Yeah, a little different formation here, and 2 wides, no tight end, Gary.
This time they're going to pitch it out to Ben Hall. Ben Hall's going to cut back inside, and Big Ben rumbles up and gets a couple as well.
Yeah, Ben, they will mark that 33-yard line, give him 4 yards on that. It's going to be 3rd and short here.
I think it's going to be about 3rd and 5.
Yeah, actually only give him a couple. They didn't move I was looking at the clock. They didn't move the line of scrimmage, so actually only got about a yard, Gary. It'll be 3rd and 6.
So the Dragons will big 3rd down right off the bat here. Take the snap. Lefeview drops back. Lefeview's going to be hit. Gets away, but then he's going to be wrapped up. Now we got a flag, and Gary, that's probably going to be a face mask on Bilbray. I believe Bilbray may have got him up high on that one.
Yes, and that's what the signal is. It was a face mask, so York will get that. It looked like it was the 5-yard variety, Gary, so still going to be 3rd, but it'll be 3rd and a yard.
Gary, we mentioned Bryson Bilbray. Of course, York remembers him from last year. He played for York last year. Actually played quarterback for the Dragons, but he's been one of their best defensive players of late.
Yeah, he's probably their leader on their defense according to their radio group. So,
Gary, they gave him a 5-yard penalty, but it only moved York a yard further up.
Yeah, they did that from the spot, Gary, so it moves it to the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 4 from there.
3rd and 4 now for the Dragons. They need to convert here. Got Kirby, Toman, and Hall in the backfield. They're going to throw it out. Got a man out there that's running under. Catch it. Oh, he dropped it.
Barger beat his man. Was open, Gary. The ball kind of thrown over his other shoulder, but he got both hands on it, had a chance to catch it, just couldn't pull it in.
And that killed York last week, Gary. They dropped a bunch of them. I think it was 6 or 7 total they dropped. And a couple of them would have been touchdowns. And that one right there would have probably been a touchdown.
That was for 6 right there, and just kind of got away from him. And it'll be 4th down, 4th and 4 from the 35-yard line. The first real big test for York tonight.
Of course, Barger, the best receiver on the team. He just couldn't hang on to that one. Now back in the pistol goes the Dragons' Lefeview. Gets the snap. Lefeview going to roll to his left. Roll now. He goes back to his. He's going to get away. He gets away again. Now he's going to throw it downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. So they turned it over on downs, Gary, but they could have turned it over on downs all the way back to the 45 instead of at the 35.
He got away from him, Gary. Able to duck under him and, able to get a throw off. It wasn't a good throw. Kind of got away from him a little bit. That intended for Thaddeus Toman, and Thaddeus down along the sideline nearly didn't have a shot at it.
And, Gary, that's one thing, too. Bilbray getting in there, getting the heat in there on him again, and Bilbray knows these York plays. Yeah,
he does, and that's the one thing. Miles has been under constant pressure all season, Gary. He ran for his life at times.
They're going to get it off to Trentham, and Trentham over the left side bangs his way all the way up to about 5 yards for the 40.
Yeah, exactly 5. So good run by Kyle Trentham, and that'll make it 2nd and 5.
And Gary, they're going no huddle. They're going quick offense. That's something I remember well when Coach Sandberg was at York. It was a very fast-paced ball game. Now the snap, that one's a little low, but the quarterback comes up. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's going to fight his way all the way up to 50, and he'll have a 1st down.
Yeah, Toman in the backfield trying to harass him. He got around him. Once he did, he had a running lane. Gary moved it out for about 10 yards right to midfield.
5:15 left to go here in quarter number 1, and the Panthers on top 8-0. And they're just inside their own end of the field at the 50-yard line, right about the 50-yard line. And Heavenly will take the snap, hand it off to Wortham. Wortham's going to be wrapped and slung down. Good job by the Dragons D, as that, I believe, was
Ty Polk.
Yeah,
on the tackle, and he holds Trentham to a yard there, so it'll be 2nd and 9.
I guess you could say he tied him up.
He did indeed.
So it's going to be 2nd and 9 as, pardon the puns, folks. It's cold up here. Back in the
you're not like our stats guys.
Yeah, they're over here bundled up, but me and Gary's not bundled up. As they're going off over left side this time, and it's going to be number 7 still on his feet. He's going to be shoved out of bounds.
That was Shada on the run. Got a good run, about 7 yards, Gary, but there's a flag on the field, and I believe this will be holding on Stone Memorial.
Yeah, that's usually where it's thrown at, and it is, and that's going to back them up.
Yeah, you could see the hold. They were holding somebody from the pursuit as he made the turn on the corner, and really it was a needless holding penalty because they had the tackle made, and instead they get a flag and get backed up 10 yards.
He was on the opposite side of the field, too, it was thrown on. So
yeah,
that's really bad.
Well, he was in the middle of the field, and the play was on the boundary on the far side of the field.
He wasn't going to be involved in the play at all. I mean, that's those bad holds when you get one of those. That's going to make it second and about 18, they say. As Emily hands it off to Shada. Shada on the reverse. He's got the quarterback out in front of him, and York read that one like a cheap novel as they drop him all the way back to the 37-yard line. And, Gary, that one didn't fool anybody.
No, they ran the reverse, double reverse, and Barry Eldridge with the ball, but York was pursuing it, and they tackle him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 3rd and 22.
So now it's 3rd and long for the Panthers. They'll go back in the shotgun. Heavenly takes the snap. He's rolling to his left. Now he's going to throw back to his right. He's got a man out here. Number 42 makes a good move. Now makes another good move. Beats the Dragon defenders. He's headed down the sideline. Only Barger can bring him down. He does the 15-yard line. But, Gary, York whiffed on a couple of tackles that could have cut him short of the first down.
They did. That ball completed to number 40. That's Caleb Flowers, and he got a seam and got a running lane. That was a set play. They threw it back across the boundary. He had the blocker out there, Gary, and he had a lot of running.
York wants to talk about it with 3:38 left to go in the first. It's 8-0 Panthers.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And now over and over. It's First Volunteer for you.
Back here at Stone Memorial, where Gary Stone Memorial 43-yard play. It was 3rd and 23, was it?
22, 3rd and 22, and they get 43 and a first down at the 15-yard line of York.
And now they're back in the red zone knocking on the door again. The Panthers already up 8-0. Thanks for all of the folks joining us on WDB, also on Facebook. And now we got a movement on that one. Yeah, the wingback over there got started a little bit early on that one.
Yeah, that was a procedure, a legal procedure. They, Bryant Carter, the guy in motion, he moved way too early off the line, and it's going to be a procedure call, I think. No, they're going to call false start on him. Either way, if they don't call false start, they only had 6 men on the line of scrimmage, so it had been a legal formation. So 5-yard penalty, it'll be 1st and 15.
1st and 15 now for the Panthers. They can get a first down without scoring, but they're knocking on the door again as they're inside the red zone, actually now right at the limit of the red zone. As in the shotgun, it'll be Heavenly. Heavenly going to hand off the right side to Trentham, or make that Shada. Shada cuts back inside, still on his feet, and finally gets drugged down, but not before he gets to about the 7-yard line. And Gary, he's going to make it about 2nd and real short.
Yeah, that's a run of about 13 yards, looks like. Actually, they marked him all the way back at the 9, so probably more like about an 11-yard gain, but it'll be 2nd and 4.
So now up come the Panthers. They'll hand it off up the middle, and that one's going nowhere. As looks like Tolman in there to stop that one right up.
Yeah, Tolman met him in the hole, Gary, and just drove him backwards, and that'll be a loss of at least a couple of yards here. And
was by Blatant.
Yeah, that's Blatant Flowers, number 23 on the carry, but that's a loss of about 2.
So now it's going to be 3rd and long for the Panthers. They'll hand it off to Shada. Shada going to cut back inside. Makes another couple misses by York. He's banging his way all the way down the 1 yard line. We got a flag somewhere.
Got 2 flags, one from each direction. I think they both saw it. I believe that was a hold, but I'm not 100% positive. They might. It is a hold, but they might have called a chop block as well there. So instead they get the hold. That'll back it up 10 yards. And I believe it's about the 15. I think that's where the flag was thrown.
Yeah, it was thrown at the 5, so he would have actually had the first down, Gary. But
they'd have first and goal inside the 5. But instead back it up to the 15, and it's going to be 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 for the Panthers from the 15, their original line of scrimmage, as a matter of fact, as they get back to the original line of scrimmage. And the Panthers up 8-0 in this one. They'll come to the line, snap it back to Heavenly. He'll roll to the left. Now he reverts back, throws it back to right, and there's number 2 wide open for the touchdown. And Gary, that was pitch and catch as Houston Woody was so wide open you'd have thought we owed him money.
Yeah, Woody caught the ball at about the 2-yard line, just walked in. Thought the referee might call a hold again. Connor Warden, the offensive lineman, had a hold of his jersey. He'd have broken free to try to get the Hevel on, and no call, and Stone gets the touchdown.
And now they're going to go for the extra point here, and that's going to be Brady Lane to kick. Lynch, actually.
Yeah, it'll be Ethan Lynch.
And he drills it right through, and now it is a 15-0 lead. Panthers with 2:05 to go in the first.
Just like your car needs regular maintenance, your heating and cooling system needs maintenance twice a year as well. Make sure your system is ready to take the heat. Schedule your maintenance or a free quote on a new top-of-the-line TempStar heating and air conditioning unit from our lineup of Eco Platinum equipment. TempStar is quality you can feel. Call Eco Heating and Air Solutions at 1-844-305-HVAC. 44-305-4822. Be green, save green.
Well, Gary, back here at still 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, and the Panthers have had it twice and they've scored twice.
Yeah, they've run it right down the field. A couple of big plays on that drive, Gary. York got to play containment defense, make the tackles. It's they've had chances to make tackles, and on the 43-yard play they didn't. They have one man, one blocker, and the receiver able to run by that pretty easy. But other than that, York's had chances to make plays. You got to wrap them up and bring them down, Gary.
And now it looks like Lynch going to kick it away, Gary, but we thought that last time, and he did the onside kick.
Yeah, he did. Luke Drake done a good job at falling on that ball, so let's see what they decide to do this time. They're bunched up. They bunch up around the kicker and the ball. Now they're spreading out a little bit.
And we'll see if they kick it away here as Lynch comes up. And it's going to be another onside kick, and that's going to not go the 10 yards. York needs to stay away from it.
Yeah, they need to stay away. That's a flag. York will get the ball right at the 47-yard line, actually. So they get the ball in their own territory.
Gary, that took a great hop for York because it looked like that was going to bounce to 10, and they had 2 or 3 guys around it, and York didn't have anybody around it.
Took a sideways bounce, Gary. So a break for York. It'll be on the 48-yard line, actually. So York will have it 1st and 10 from the Stone 48-yard line.
Short field for the Dragons as they come up. They've got that 3. Actually, they've got just Lefevue back in the shotgun. They're going to get to Lefevue right side. He's going to be chopped down as he tried to get over there, Gary. He got leveled right after he come across the line.
That was actually Caden Stover in the formation taking that handoff or that direct snap and ran around the right end. Not much doing there, maybe a yard.
So it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Dragons. And let's see.
It's Stover back there in the backfield again, Gary.
And he's going to get a snap, and it's going to be that Wildcat run again, Gary. He's going to get up to about the 45, and it's going to be 3rd and long for the Dragons.
Yeah, gain of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
Carried by Stover.
You're going with something different here, Gary. Kind of the Wildcat look here.
trying a lot of different things, Gary. Find something that'll work here, get the running game going, bringing out every formation you can think of.
So see what York does here. They've got it 3rd and about 7 now, and Lefeview back in the game now. Lefeview back in the we're going to have a timeout. Timeout called by York. Timeout on the field with 57.6 seconds to go in the first. It's a 15-zip. Panther lead.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? Ordering your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more. Order now at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut. Prices and participation vary.
Come work at your local Pizza Hut. With flexible scheduling and a fun, fast-paced environment, there's a job for everyone. You could even be a delivery driver making tips from your own car. Apply online at jobs.pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut restaurants are operated by independent franchisees who control their own employee policies and practices.
Back here where York is trailing 15-0 with about less than a minute left to go. Now coming up tomorrow, folks, check out Facebook tomorrow night. The Fentress County Crush opening up first round of the playoffs. Tomorrow night in their district playoffs, and they're going to be taking on Macon County at the Dragon Pit. Come on out and join us. That one's going to kick off at 6:30. Should be an outstanding football game. The Crush undefeated on the season, trying to stay that way and win a district title, but they've got a tough game with Macon tomorrow night. Right now, Lefeview's back in the pistol, and behind him you've got, looks like Stover now. Lefeview going to roll out. Rolling. He's going to throw it down. Got Barger out there. Barger's going to come down with it at the 35. Barger trying to bounce outside but can't get out, but he's going to get the first down. And Eco, heating and cooling, first down.
Yeah, nice play. Barger trying to get some extra yardage, Gary, going lateral across the field, trying to find the seam to run through. Just couldn't ever find one, but still managed to get the first down for York.
And so now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Dragons at the 35 of the Panthers. And remember, the Panthers tried that onside kick, Gary. They've tried it both times. They've kicked off.
Yeah, they have. And York picks up another first down here, Gary, moving deeper into Stone Memorial territory.
Now Lefeview with the keeper. Nobody to pitch to. He looked right down to throw it, pitch it to somebody, and nobody was there, Gary. He got drugged down to the 40.
That was a busted play, Gary. Jack Delk on the tackle, but he looked to pitch that ball. Nobody was there, and, that was a busted play for York. Somebody wasn't in the formation right.
And now Lefeview's going to come out, and
that's going to be the end of the first quarter.
Okay, we're through one. End of one. It is Panthers 15, York nothing.
The Gary Maxwell Insurance Office offering area insurance is located at 300 West Central Avenue in Jamestown. Get a free quote for your home, auto, life, or business with no obligation to buy. Call 879-1251. Shane Beatty, Katie Cooper, Tammy Robbins, and Brad Rains agents, along with Jeff Robbins, manager, will be happy to assist you. That's Gary Maxwell Insurance, located 300 West Central Avenue with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainsboro.
I'm Leslie Ledbetter, a local lawyer with a strong background and years of experience in the medical legal fields. Social Security disability claims, auto accidents, essential documents like wills and powers of attorney, we can help. We also provide deed and title work and handle real estate closings, and we do uncontested divorces. We help lots of families after the loss of a loved one with sorting out estates and probate work. Amber is one of the most dedicated advocates for children and adults who need a voice all over our area, and she handles adoptions and conservatorships, and she often serves as a guardian for those in need. We respect and appreciate our clients, and we want to simplify the complex legal world for you today. Call us at 863-5997.
Action York with the football rolling out Lefeview. Leftview's going to throw it downfield. He's got a man out there. Overthrows him, and that's going to be incomplete. And, Gary, it looked like the Dragons' number 7 just stopped.
Yeah, Rylan Miller on the route there, and that ball falls incomplete. Bryson Bilbray in the backfield again gets another lick in on Lefeview, and Lefeview a little slow getting up, but it's 3rd and 14. He's still there getting the play call from the sideline.
And you're sitting at the 40-yard line. This is going to be a good big play for the Dragons here. They need to at least get some yardage out of this game, make it equivalent to at least a punt.
Yeah, they got to move it down the field here, You got to think they're going for this regardless. They're in on the 40-yard line.
30 and at the 40-yard line, 3rd and 15 for the Dragons. Snap back, it goes to Ben Hall. He gets away from the first guy, trying to get the outside, and Ben's going to be wrapped up and dropped for about a 3-yard loss.
Got to turn that up the field, Gary. You had a little bit of a hole. You know, it might not have been the one you preferred, but you can't run that to the sideline. They're going to string it out just like they did right there, and now it's 4th and 17, and York going to probably kick this away now.
You gotta remember to run north-south, Gary. It's not east-west. It's not an east-west game.
It's not, and Ben will learn that, you know, and you gotta hit the hole.
So back to punt it away will be Stover. Stover had some outstanding punts last week, and let's make sure we don't get a fair catch fake.
Caleb Flowers is the deep guy for Stone.
And that's another good punt. That one's going to hit, and it's going to bounce Stone's way, and it'll bounce dead at about the 10-yard line. So Stone's got long yards, Gary, a long field.
Yeah, they'll mark it at the 11, so it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 11-yard line, and 89 yards, but they have been efficient on offense so far, Gary. York needs to get a stop and get off the field defensively.
10:56 left to go here in the first half. Dragons trailing it right now by 15. And, Gary, I thought they said this was homecoming night, but maybe don't see any signs that maybe they're not actually having a homecoming.
They have it at halftime, Gary. We'll see what happens here.
And now Heavenly back in the shotgun takes the snap. And Heavenly going to try to take off with it and does, and he's going to bang his way all the way up to about the 18.
Yeah, give him 7 yards on that one on the left side. He just patient waiting for a lane to run through. Gary got one, and he was, he hit it and was in it and got about 7 yards.
And, Gary, York's really struggling with this no-huddle offense of the Panthers. They're running a lot of plays.
Yeah, they're pretty balanced, too. They pass the ball when they have to, but they're primarily a running team.
This time they're going to hand it off up the middle, and it's going to be the tailback getting up to about the 34 before he's brought down. Going to be a 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
On the carry will be Bryant Cotta.
Yeah, that's Bryant Cotta, they give him a carry in the game, and he gets the first down, gets it all the way out to the 28-yard line, Gary. That's a gain of 10.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. As going out back in the shotgun is Hevelon. And Hevelon, they're going to have a snap play before the play gets started. Encroachment by York, so that'll give them 5.
Yeah, that'll move it out over the 30 to the 33-yard line. Somebody from York jumped across, Gary, and so it's that's a free 5 yards, so it'll be 1st and 5.
I don't know whose birthday it is, but that's a great present right off the bat for the drive on this one, as now back will go Hevelon in the shotgun. He's got Shada back there with him. Takes the snap, hands it to Shada. He'll cut back inside. Got some room, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and gets all the way up to the 48-yard line, Gary. And Shada just running through York at this point.
Yeah, he runs through a couple of tackles and takes 3 to get him down. Not before he gets it all the way out to about the 48-yard line. That's a gain about 15, Gary.
So another first down for the Panthers. As Shada just tough down. Now, the game they got, I think, Wortham back in, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe that's who the back is. They've been trading backs pretty regular, Gary.
Now they're going to drop back. They're going to fling one out there, and Barker's the one got shot down. It's going to be too long for him to catch it. Gary, he overthrew his intended receiver. A good 10 yards.
Yeah, Barker trailing the play. He's running full speed, try to get that. Gary Doe got a hand on it, but that's all he got.
9:03 left to go in the first half. The Panthers on top 15 to nothing. And they've got the football at the 48-yard line, their own 48. 2nd and 10. Hevelon hands it off over this time. No, Hevelon keeps it this time, goes over the right side, and he's going to pick up a nickel's worth.
Yeah, moves it to about the 49-yard line. Give him 4 yards on that. It'll be 3rd down 6.
So now the Dragons need to get a stop here, Gary, as Panthers just moving the ball pretty much at will.
Yeah, they are. Inside York territory again. This is a huge third down, Gary.
Snap now. Hevelon rolls out. He's still looking. Now he's going to tuck and run. He's got the outside. He'll get all the way up to York's 40-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds. And, Gary, he's got another first down.
Yeah, run out of bounds by Dalton Barger, but not before he gets it inside the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Stone. Well, they're going to mark it right at the 40.
Under 8.5 minutes left to go here in the first half, and it's a 15-0 Panther lead.
They don't run a whole lot between the tackles, Gary. Everything's going wide for them, and they're patient looking for the holes.
York almost jumped again as now it'll be Hevelon back in the shotgun. And he rolls to his right. Looking now. Being chased. We got flags everywhere as big number 52 just laid down on a York player. That pass going to be incomplete down in the end zone, but it's not going to matter as that's going to be a hole right there.
Yeah, that'll be holding against Stone Memorial. That flag thrown at about the 43-yard line, Gary. So that's going to move them back into their own territory here, and it'll make it 1st and long.
Senior Jonah Johnson, Gary, did a belly flop on the Dragon defender and just lay down on top of him.
He did, and this is going to make it 1st and about 23, I would think, Gary.
Yeah, and last time we had a 3rd and 22, Gary. They not hit that 43-yard play and got the first down, so York needs to stop them on this one. This is the best opportunity York has to stop them.
Yeah, so that'll pay it all the way back to the 47-yard line. So
first and probably the winery to get to this one.
20, looks like about 23, so 23 yards, 1st down. Hadn't been a problem for them, not so far.
And they hand off to Wortham. This one may not be a problem either. Wortham's going to get back all the way back inside the 35, got just inside the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Kyle Trentham, great. Yeah, he got a big hole off the right side, Gary, between the guard and tackle, and able to get about 11 yards on that, or 13 yards on that. It'll make it 2nd and 10.
So the Dragons need to stop here as Hevelon gets the snap. He's rolling, getting a little bit of rush. Now they throw out there, and he overthrew his intended receiver well over the arms of number 14, Hannah.
Yeah, that ball, he's rolling out, and Thoman trying to chase after him, stumbling, fell to the ground. Probably had a little more time, Gary, but rushed a throw out there to Chris Hannah that went incomplete.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd down for the Panthers here. Panthers have scored on every possession they've had the ball. They've had it twice, scored twice. And they're trying to move it here and run some of that clock off. We're down to 7:38 left to go here in the first half. They'll call a timeout. Timeout called by Stone. We'll take one with them after we tell you it's 7:38 to play and a half. It is 15-0 Stone Memorial.
And Coach Charles Vaughn, 17 years of coaching. He took his team to the state playoffs and led them in multiple district and bowl championships. His life modeled teamwork, integrity, and hard work. I'm Joy Vaughn, and this man not only was my dad, but he was my coach. I grew up learning these values, and they are a large part of what Meadowthrift Pharmacy is founded on. Come out and support our York football team.
Back here where it is 3rd down and about 10 for the Panthers. And, Gary, that hasn't been a problem for them tonight.
It hasn't. They've converted every 3rd down. I don't think they've ran a 4th down play yet. Maybe they ran one. I'm not positive, but they've converted on 3rd down. It's a great percentage that they've converted. So, they've been very efficient, and they got York in kind of a rough spot right now.
March down the field with no problem here as they got it now 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 for the Panthers. 7:38 to go here in the second quarter of play.
Got Trentham and Shada both in the game right now.
They're going to drop back. They're going to throw a long pass. Got a man out there, and he just stumbled, couldn't come up with it.
That was Bear Eldridge on the route. Somehow or another, he split the coverage, Gary, between Miles Lepew and I believe that's Stover, and he had worked himself wide open, and they just missed on the pass.
Yeah, he was a couple of yards past. I believe that's Jones down there was running with him.
Okay, Jones. It was Jones and Caden Stover, I believe, maybe on the coverage. They're calling illegal formation, though, so they'll back us up 5 yards.
No, York's going to decline it. They're going to decline, make it 4th down. They'll
make it
down.
4th and 10. Yeah, they'll take the down, but they called it false start, but they didn't blow it dead, so it was illegal formation, and it'll be 4th and 10.
And the Panthers going to go for it, Gary. Of course, they've given the ball to York with 2 onside kicks at short field, so if they don't make it here, they still have a good percentage, as driving straight ahead was Trentham, and I believe he was stopped short of the first down, so York will take over.
Yeah, York take over at the 34-yard line on down. So good defense by York. They come out with a running play on. Need 10, got 6.
And Gary, the thing about that one is, like I said, that's still that's the worst field position York's had all night.
Yeah, I mean they've started near midfield, both the other drives. So York will take it actually at the 35-yard line here.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Dragons. They got that 3-man backfield. They'll hand it to Hall, the last man through, and Hall's got some run room breaks, and then he spun down. And Gary Hall was just about a foot away from breaking that one.
Yeah, he actually had it in the clear, Gary. Bounced off a lineman, though, and fell down. Gets a gain of about 4 yards, so it'll be 2nd down 6.
York needing to get something going here. They got 7 minutes left to go here in this first half. Trailing right now by 15.
2nd and 7.
And York's going to get a penalty as the far side jumped big time.
Yeah, so that's false start on York. The left side of the line moved. Back it up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 12 now.
I didn't get the number on that one that jumped over on the far side.
It may have been number 70. We don't have a 70 on our roster, Gary.
2nd and 11.
Either way, it's going to make it 2nd and long now for the Dragons. They got to come up with something here. They'll throw it out quick. The little slant pass way too high for Barger cutting across, Gary. And he had a defender right on him.
He did. That pass rushed a little bit, too. You know, Barger really didn't get in the route. I mean, it was a 3-step drop and throw, but Barger really not in the route at all on that one.
So now it's 3rd and 11 for the Dragons. Third and 11 for the Dragons. Got the 3-man backfield snap. They'll hand it off up the middle, and that's going nowhere. That got maybe a yard.
Yeah, he may have got back to the original line of scrimmage, which will make it 4th down and 12. York going to have to kick this away, Gary.
So the Dragons going to have to punt it away and give it back to Stone, Gary. York did get a stop on that last drive. That's the first time Stones have been stopped tonight.
Yeah, it is. Actually, they gave him good mark. Actually, it's 4th and 8 from the 37. So, but York going to kick this away.
I believe that's Caleb Flowers back to receive, and we're going to whistle before the play.
Yeah, this
encroachment on the Panthers.
4th and 3 now, and see if it changes York's mind at all. Still in their own territory here.
So the Dragons get 5 freebies there. And we'll see what York decides to do now. It's going to be 4th down and shorter, but they're still in their own territory, and looks like York may be going to go for it, Gary.
Yeah, here comes, looks like the offense back on the field, Gary.
York trying to get something going here. 5 minutes left to go here in the quarter. And hopefully York goes for it here. They can get this first down. If not, they're going to give the ball right back to the Panthers in good field position. Panthers showing bliss, and York trying to hard count, couldn't get them to jump. Lefeville back under center now. And York's going to take a timeout. They were trying to get him to jump, couldn't get it. So it's going to be timeout with 4:36 left to go in the first half. It is a Stone 15, York 0.
This is Emily Gibson, your local Twin Lakes security sales consultant. Twin Lakes makes security simple with monitoring as low as $24.99 per month. With remote arming and disarming, thermostat and lighting control, and video alerts, you can rest easy knowing that your home is protected 24/7. For more information, call 931-528-2005 or visit twinlakes.net today.
T insert number C-0026.
Well, the Dragons, Gary, tried to get the Panthers to jump, couldn't do it, and they took a timeout.
Yeah, they did. See what York decides to do here. 4th and 3 on the 41-yard line.
That makes me think they're going to punt here, Gary.
Yeah, they're coming out. Stover's in punt formation.
So Stover will punt it, and dropping back's going to be Caleb Flowers. Stover gets good hang time on his punts, so York should be able to cover this one. The punt is off, and that one's not a very good one. That one's going to be a short one. Going to hit the 40 and take a drag and bounce up to about the 36-yard line. Not a great punt, Gary, but no return on it.
He got some pressure from Jake Shada off the corner, Gary, and made him kick that ball more straight up in the air. And, Caleb's a deliberate punter. He catches the ball, takes 2 steps, very deliberate before he kicks it, and Stone getting a little pressure back there on it.
And Gary, York needs to hold here. They don't need to go in 3 scores down before the half.
4:24 to go here in the first half, and Stone will take over on their own 36-yard line. So York got off the field the last time. Let's see what they can do here.
So here come the Panthers. It's Hevelon back in the shotgun. Looks like Trentham back there with him. They'll get the snap. He hands it off to Trentham right side. He's going to cut back inside, spins, and he's going to get about 4 before he's wrapped up at the 40.
Yeah, give him 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down 6.
So 2nd and 6 now for the Panthers.
A gain of 4. 2nd down and 6.
They do that run option, that read option, Gary, and they hold it a long time back there sometimes before they give it up, but give that one up pretty quickly.
And they give this one up quickly to Shada, and he breaks the tackle, but then he's dropped for a big loss all the way back to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Ben Hall back there couldn't wrangle him down, but he lets go, and Eli Kirby there to clean it up.
So now it's going to make it a 3rd down and 11 for the Panthers. So
3rd down.
That lost them about 5 yards, Gary.
Yeah, loss of 5. So 3rd and 11. See what they've got on 3rd down here.
Evelyn gets the snap. Drops back, going to throw it out this time over here to number 9. He's got some running room. Breaks one tackle, breaks another. He's got the 1st down before he's brought down at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, he needed 11. He got 13, Gary, so it'll be a 1st down Stone Memorial.
And that was Braden Looper, Gary, at quarterback that time.
Yeah, number 10, number one. And we were told that he would play some. He was been the starting quarterback the past 2 years over here. And
he's in again right now.
Relinquished the job to Hevelon this year.
And now gets the snap, and he's going to roll it to his right. He's got a man out there. He throws the little short pass. Going to get about 3 yards before York wraps that. Played it well.
Yeah, they did. The pursuit was there, and
I believe that's Barger, wasn't it?
I believe it is Barger on the tackle. So actually, not hardly 2 yards on that one, Gary. So it'll be 2nd and 8.
Barger with nothing but one gear, folks, and that's wide open. And back in the shotgun goes Looper. Looper going to hand it off this time. No, he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get drop for about a yard loss.
Yeah, he back right at the marker, so you can call this 3rd and 10, Gary. And like I said, Looper was the quarterback the past 2 years, and we were told he'd get some snaps tonight, and they're giving them to him. And he must be a passing quarterback. He looks to throw the ball about every play.
He'll get the snap now rolling. Actually, their back took off before that one was down. Now he gets the pass out. Got a man open. He breaks the tackle. Head down the sideline is number 5. He'll get in the end zone for a Panther touchdown.
Complete to Eldridge.
Yeah, that's Bear Eldridge on the catch, Gary, in the run. He gets it. He runs by a couple of guys and takes it all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And Gary, that's going to put up the Panthers up 21-0. And we'll see if they go for one or two here. They went for two the first time, one the second time.
Looks like they're lining up in traditional formation here, Gary.
And it looks like it's going to be Lynch, I should say, or Ethan Lynch to kick. And Looper going to be the holder. The snap is there. The kick is up. The kick is good. And with 1:42 to go here in the first half of play, it's 22-0 Panthers.
Hey y'all, this is Lexi here from Lexi Jades. We just want to wish our York Institute Dragons a great football season. And speaking of season, we now have fall in the shop, so come visit us behind the post office at 113 East Mark Twain Avenue. Our hours are Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 3. We hope to see you soon.
Well, Gary, the Dragons now find themselves in a big hole here with still a minute 42 left to go here in this quarter. They've got some time, but, Gary, they could start with making sure they get this onside kick, because Panthers have onside kicked every time they've kicked off.
Yeah, they have, Gary, and, the big key to this game so far is the stats guys over here just told me they're 7 for 8 on third down. The only one was the previous one where they didn't convert fourth down either. But, they're converting on third down right now.
They're going to kick this one deep, and that one's going to go to Barger right about the 13-yard line. Barger going to try to cut back. He's looking for a seam, can't find anything. There's a host of Panthers there to drop him at the 20.
Yeah, I think, he's looking for a hole. There's not one to run in, Gary. You got to turn that up the field and try to get what you can. Instead, there was a pursuit of about 5 Panthers come drugging down.
So now it's going to be first and 10 from the 20. 92 ticks left to go here in the first half.
See what York does here, to try to get something going before halftime, Gary.
They've got that 3-man backfield again with Lefevue under center. Got one split out to each side. They're going to give it up to the middle. Right up the middle goes, I believe that's Kirby, and Kirby going to bang ahead
first
for
down.
about.
Yeah, he got about a dozen yards and give him a first down.
Eco Heating and Cooling first down.
Yeah, the clock will stop. It's supposed to stop while the chains move, but it's already running down to a minute 15.
So the Dragons trying to get something going. They've got their second first down, I believe, of the game, if I'm not mistaken. And now the snap back, Lefevue drops back. He's going to air one out. He lofts that one up, got a man out there. That's Barger, and Barger going to come down with it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he goes out of bounds, and the Barge with a big catch.
He's able to break coverage, Gary, and Lefevue put it right there to him. He grabs it in and gets knocked out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Actually, they say he stayed inbounds. The clock's moving.
And that's another Eco Heating and Cooling first down for the Dragons, and they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage. They've only got 46 seconds left to go, and a lot of time running off the clock. Gary, I think York thought the clock had stopped.
Yeah, it looked like he knocked him out of bounds, but apparently he didn't, Gary.
And now they're going to get about a yard, and York will probably have to use their last timeout, Gary.
They're trying to get lined up quick here, Gary, get something going.
Second down.
And they'll just stop the clock. They'll down it right there, and they'll let about 2 seconds run off after he downed it, Gary.
Yeah, 18 and a half seconds to go in the half. It'll be third down 10 for York from the 37-yard line.
And so York, Gary's got one. I think they got one timeout left. Am I right?
It says none, so
okay.
it don't look like they have any left, Gary.
I was thinking they only called a couple, but maybe they did call 3.
It's third down.
And the Dragons with a third and about 10. They'll hand it right up the middle to Kirby, and Kirby going to bang straight ahead, get about 5.
Kirby.
Yeah, it's, they're going to try to run a play here quickly. They got to go quick. Got to get this off.
Yeah, you're down to 6 seconds.
So this will be the last
3
play
seconds.
of
They'll
the
snap
half.
it. Left you quick throw out, and that's going to be batted down.
They're going to say it's zeros. I'm sure we're going to halftime.
So it's halftime of this one, and at the half, it's all Stone Memorial. They lead it 22-zip.
When I say I'm going on a run in the morning, I mean a McDonald's run. Like to get the crispy chicken biscuit. It's made with a crispy, juicy, and tender chicken filet on a warm, flaky biscuit. Try one for breakfast. Mix and match the crispy chicken biscuit, sausage McMuffin with egg, or bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. Get any two for just $4. You know it's going to be a good day when it starts with a McDonald's run. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Limited time only. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price. Valid when product served.
Back here at halftime where York trails 22-0. Time for the Showtime Ford halftime stats. We'll be back with that right after this word from Showtime Ford.
Hey folks, it's Boomer Singleton at Showtime Ford in Wartburg. If you're in the market for a car, truck, or SUV, we've got the one for you. Pre-order any vehicle in the new Ford lineup or choose from over 100 pre-owned units we have in stock. We offer the most money for your trades, our interest rates are the lowest in the industry, and there is a financing option for all types of credit. We make a commitment to earn your long-term business and keep adding members to the Showtime Ford family. Visit us online at ShowtimeFord.com.
Going Gary, York trails this one at halftime 22-0. In the first half, York 4 first downs, 14 rushes, 29 yards, 2 of 8 through the air for 41 yards, 22 total plays, 70 yards. Stone in the first half had 12 first downs, 24 rushes, 121 yards. They're 7 of 10 through the air for 145 yards, 34 plays, 266 yards in the first half. The other thing, Stone winning time of possession. They're winning virtually every offensive stat. Individually in the first half, York leading rushing by Eli Kirby, 5 carries, 31 yards. Caden Stover, 2 for 3. Thaddeus Toman, 1 carry, 2 yards. And Ben Hall, 3 carries for 1. Passing, Miles Lephews, 2 of 8 for 41 yards. Barger's caught both of those. And for Stone Memorial in the first half, Hunter Hevelon's their leading rusher, 8 carries, 49 yards, and a touchdown. Jake Shada, 6 for 38. Kyle Trentham, 6 for 30. And Bryant Carter, 1 carry, 11 yards. Passing, Hevelon's 4 of 7 for 79 yards and a touchdown. Braden Loopers, 3 of 3 for 66 yards and a touchdown. Bear Eldridge is the leading receiver, 3 catches, 72 yards and a 53-yard touchdown. Caleb Flowers, 2 for 57. Houston Woody, 1 for 15. And Chris Hanna, 1 for 1 yard. Scoring in the first half, 8:38 to go in the first quarter. Stone, it was Hunter Hebel.
And now, I can see Gary down 22-0. York has just struggled getting anything offensively going. I mean, total York is sitting at what? Let's see, they've got total offensive play, 22 plays for 70 yards total.
Yeah, more importantly, 11 carries, actually 14 carries, 29 yards. Yeah. So 2 yards a carry, Gary. You got to do better than that. York's working hard to try to get that fixed, but still struggling tonight on the ground.
So we'll see what York does in the second half. They'll get the football to start the second half. Gary, if they can score in this first possession and kind of get back in this game, we got a long way to play.
We do, got to make something happen. We've said it seems like a broken record, but you need a play. You need a big play of some sort, Gary, and get off the field, but you get the ball to start the second half. You need a big play, get you the end zone. Then get off the field quickly, get the ball back, see if you can get back in this.
On the other side, Gary, if you're Stone Memorial, they know if they put up a couple more scores, this thing's going to be in the mercy rule, and they can get out here early, and it's a cool night.
Yeah, it's homecoming here. They probably won't do that, but they've been efficient, Gary. They 24 plays, 266 yards. 34 plays, 266 yards. They're doing it about 8 yards a play, Gary, and
converting on every third down except for 1.
7 of 8 on third down. They've been efficient work tonight, especially offensively. So York got to do something to disrupt that in the second half here.
And York needs to be ready here, Gary, because Stone Memorial's 2 out of 3 of their kickoffs has been onside kicks.
Yeah, they have. Tried to recover onside kick. The first one they had a shot at, didn't get. The second one didn't go 10 yards. So see what they do here to start the second half.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Dragons when they get the football here in a moment. They're going to kick it off from the 40. It'll be Lynch to tee it up. And they bunch up like they did on the onside kick. And we'll see if now they're going to spread out. So that's usually an indication they're going to kick it away. And Lynch does, and this is going to be deep. Back is Stover right at the 15-yard line. Stover up to the 20, 25, up to the 30. Hits his own player and then gets dragged down from behind at the 34. And the flag going in on the last, Gary. That's probably going to be either a late hit or
blocking the back, I believe. So that was late. The ball should have been blown dead, but it is a block in the back. And
it is a block in the back after the play was dead.
Yeah, so York pushed somebody from behind the pile onto the pile, and it was obvious. The referee threw his flag, and York's going to start probably about the 24-yard line, I think, here.
So, Gary, York needs to get something going. We keep sound like a broken record, but we got to get something started on the ground there. That air attack's not going to be as effective simply because they're bringing the house when he goes back to throw.
They are. They're blitzing on every play, bringing the linebackers off the edge.
And the Dragons go right in the middle of Kirby, and Kirby will bang straight ahead, gets about 5 on it, Gary.
Nice run on first down. That's a 5-yard run. They have done good with that quick fullback hitter tonight, Gary, getting the ball to the fullback and trying to get him a little bit of a gap to run through, and Eli's done a good job doing that tonight.
Yeah, he's just following Buck right up the middle.
He's their leading rusher in the game right now.
So it'll be under center going left view with that 3-man backfield. They'll give to the deep man Hall. Hall tries to cut inside, and he pushes forward, gets a couple of yards, doesn't get the first down, Gary, but it's going to be 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, actually, poor spot on this side, I think. Maybe they'll spot it on the other side. Still going to have about 1.5 yards, though, here on 3rd down.
So it's going to be a big 3rd down. York trying to keep this drive alive, pick up the 3rd down. York needing about 1 yard. As you can tell, we're close to the announcer speaker, as it's going to be 3rd and 1. And Lefevue with the quarterback keeper right ahead gets the first down, picks up a couple.
Yeah, he found the gap, Gary, and he ran through it. Actually, probably got about 3 yards on that out to the 36-yard line. It'll be first down York.
And more importantly, it'll be an Eco Heating and Cooling first down for the Dragons.
I'll leave the eco part to you. You do that so well. So
Eco.
You need to do like the announcer over here, Gary. Put a little gusto in that eco.
Eco.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, we'll try that. As now it's going to be under center. Going to let now York going to jump, Gary, and about everybody from York jumped, and we got a little bit of shoving and pushing going on out there.
Yeah, that Caden Buck had the ball in his hand. He's up there. That's going to be a snap infraction, looks like. So the penalty going to be on him. Be a 5-yard penalty, beat back at the 30-yard line.
So it's going to be a 1st and 15. Hey, folks, don't forget tomorrow, if you get a chance, come on out at 6:30 tomorrow night out at the Dragon Pit as the Crush open up the playoffs tomorrow night. Got a big game coming up. Lefevue going to air one out. He's got a man out there, but Stone had a guy out there as well. It's knocked incomplete.
Team for Caden Stover, and Stover done a good job knocking that ball away because the Stone Memorial defensive back had it in his sights.
Yeah, he was looking to head the other direction. Going to be 2nd and 15 now for the Dragons at the 30, their own 30. Trailing 22-0, 9:48 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Just underway here in the 2nd half. Stone scored on 3 of their 4 possessions, and now right in the middle goes Toman, and Toman's going to pick up a couple, Gary, before he's driven back.
Yeah, give him 3, and it's going to be 3rd and long. It'll be 3rd and 12.
So the Dragons need a big play here.
Bilbray followed by a host of Panthers.
Bilbray in on the stop on that one. going to be third down. And third down and about 13 for the Dragons.
He is not Jeff Jarnigan, I'll say that.
Yeah, it's going to be under center goes Lefevue. He'll drop back, throws it out quickly, got a man out there. Oh, and I think Stover heard some footsteps, Gary.
He kind of short-armed that, Gary, but there were two defenders bearing down on him, and I think he wanted to try to catch that ball and make a move, and you got to catch it first, and that falls to the ground. It'll be fourth down.
And it wouldn't have been enough for the first down anyway. He was going to get tackled as quick as he caught the ball right about the 40-yard line. He'd still been about 5 yards shy of the first down, so it's going to be fourth down, and Stover going to go back, and it's time for the Dragons to kick it away.
Got a different return guy. It is Flowers back there. Yeah, it'll be Caleb Flowers back to return this.
Now, the Panthers are showing they're going to bring the heat on this one and make Stover get it quick. Stover gets the catch, gets the kick out blocked, and the Panthers catch it in flight, and they're going to go in for the touchdown, Gary, and in number 2, Houston Woody took it to the house.
Jake Shada on the block. He came through clean, blocked that ball right off the foot of Stover, and Woody picks it up, has clear sail in the end zone. It'll be a touchdown, Panthers.
Woody didn't even have to pick that one up. He just blocked it right in the air, and he caught it right out of the air and just run it in. And now the Dragons find themselves down 28-0, Gary, and you're knocking on the verge of that mercy rule.
Yeah, that bad break for York to get the punt blocked. You got to get that thing out of there, though, and they didn't do it, and Stone put the rush on.
And now the extra point is up. The extra point is good, and the Panthers now lead with 8:43 to go in the third, 29-0. When it comes to Fentress County, no one supports it more than Fentress County Executive Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy says his door is open to anyone who has a concern or an idea that will make Fentress County the best place to live anywhere. Fentress County Executive Jimmy Johnson is working for you. Back here where York now trails 29-0, Gary, and Stone Memorial, they've scored on their special teams now and scored a couple of times on their offense. So they've scored on everything except defense so far.
They have, Gary. That one, a block punt returned for a touchdown by Houston Woody. So Stone gets on the board, 8:43 to go in the third quarter. They lead it 29-0.
And they'll kick off to the Dragons. So Dragons got the football to start the second half and had a first down, but then got a penalty. And after that, they could never get from behind the chains and had to punt it away, and it was blocked. And now the Panthers lead at 29-0. They'll kick it away, and they're going to kick it deep right at Stover. They're keeping it away from Barger. He gets to the 18. Stover's over the 30, all the way back to the 34. So the Dragons have decent field position, Gary, but they've just got to get something going offensively.
They do, tried a lot of different things tonight, Gary. Just nothing that's really, proven to be over. They've gotten some positive yardage, but they kind of shot themselves in the foot with minus yardage plays, or more importantly, penalties that have really set them back.
First and 10 for the Dragons at their own 34-yard line. We got 8:34 left to go in the ball game, and it's 29-0 now Panthers. Back in the shotgun goes Lefevue. Takes the snap. He'll go to the right side, and he's going to be wrapped and dropped right there. He's not going to get a yard.
Yeah, Brady Lane on the tackle shot through the gap and was there to meet him. That'll be a loss of 1.
And now the Dragons find themselves behind the chains again. Gary, they played behind the chains most of the night.
They have, and once again, actually that's going to be more like a loss of about 2. So, well, call it 1. It'll be 2nd and 11.
So the Dragons come up this time. Got that Lefevue in the pistol. Now Lefevue going to throw one out. He's got a man out there. It's locked up. A great catch by the Dragons, and they'll get all the way down to the 40-yard line. Is that Barger on the catch?
It was Barger on the catch, and what they did is they faked a little pass and gave Barger a chance to make a little bit of a move and then create some separation. But it was a quick throw, kind of a lob, and Barger in the open, able to run under it. Number 9, Barry Eldridge on coverage there, makes the tackle.
And that was an Eco Heating and Cooling first down. Now Lefeview goes over the right side. He's going to be wrapped up. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, got a yard maybe.
I believe he got about a yard, Gary, down to about the 40. And tough running. They're in that shotgun, letting him trying to pick a lane. And all the lanes are filled up right now, Gary.
7:15 left to go here in the third quarter. Second and long for the Dragons, and Gary, that once again the Dragons having to rely on that air game.
Yeah, they are. Passing's how they've gotten the biggest part of their big plays tonight.
Lefeview under center this time. He's going to pitch it to Hall out to the left side, and Hall's going nowhere. We got a flag over here on the right side, though. No, I don't believe that's a flag. That's actually one of the mouth guards, I believe.
There was a towel. There was the towel hit the ground there. One of the Stone Memorial players lost his towel, but Ben nowhere to run right into Houston Woody is what he did, and they took him down for a loss of about 2.
Yeah, lost the 3 because it's third down. It was the second down and 9.
Yeah.
Now it's third down and a dozen. So now here comes the Dragons back up in that 3-man backfield. Lefeview fakes the handoff. He's going to roll to his left. He's got a man out there throwing for Barger. Barger trying to get to it, and both players fall. And, Gary, that one I don't think could have been called anyway.
No, kind of got him turned around, too, Gary. Nowhere really to go on that one. Falls incomplete. It'll be 4th and 12 from the 43-yard line. Got to thank York. It looks like they're going to punt it, but thought they might try to go for this, Gary.
Now we know they blocked the last one, Gary, so they're going to be coming on this one.
Yeah, Stone got a couple of guys back this time. It'll be Flowers back, and they've got an up man. That'll be actually Chris Hanna.
And the quick kick by Stover's going to roll out of bounds right about looks like about the 16-yard line.
Yeah, I think he's going to mark it on the 15, so it'll be on the 15-yard line.
15-yard line. So Stover got the punt off, Gary. It wasn't a beautiful punt. It wasn't the high punts that he had been getting off, but he got rushed again, and he just got that one off.
Yeah, they're putting the rush on. They think they can get there, and they're really putting the rush on.
6:15 left to go in the third quarter, and the Dragons came back to the Panthers at their own 15-yard line. Will be first and 10 for Stone Memorial.
We see Braden Looper coming out at quarterback for Stone Memorial, so he looks like he may play the rest of the way there, Gary.
Looper had a good first half. Hevelon had a good first half. Looper back in the shotgun now. Takes the snap, hands it off to the man up the middle, and that's going to be banged ahead for about 3.
That's Jake Shada on the carry. He runs tough over the left side for about 3 yards.
And, Gary, that's one of the few times they've been able to bring Shada down. He's just had some big runs, been hit several times, just broke tackles.
Yeah, he's been breaking tackles all night long. York got him down, minimal gain that time. It'll be 2nd and 7.
I think it was Jones and Kirby brought him down on that one, and is now back in the shotgun. They'll take snap. And now, he dropped it. He dropped the football, and he had to fall on it. As Gary, that time, Looper just went back to pass and forgot something. He dropped the ball behind him.
Well, they had the blocking set up, and was trying to get the wide receiver screen to Caleb Flowers out there. Instead, the ball slipped out of his hand. He had to fall on it, Gary.
So that's going to make it a second or third and about 15.
Yeah,
13, 15. Snap back. It'll be handed off over the left side, and that's going nowhere as the Dragons played that well. Good D by the Dragons. They're going to drop him for about another loss of 2.
That was Shada on the carry again. They got him for a loss. It'll be 4th down, and it looks like Stone Memorial going to have punt for the first time tonight, Gary. Well, second time tonight.
That is Toman with the stop on that one.
Actually, this will be their first punt tonight. They went for it on 4th down and didn't get it. So this will be the first punt of the night for Stone.
Lefevue standing at about the 45-yard line of Stone. As it will be.
Looks like Jack Delk is the top guy, or the guy to punt here.
And the Panthers going to take a timeout with 4:28 to go in the third. We'll take one with them after telling you the score. It is Stone Memorial 28, York nothing.
What's for lunch today? Try the soda fountain at Hall Family Pharmacy. The soda fountain serves up fresh, hot daily specials for lunch along with homemade desserts. We also have hand-dipped ice cream, milkshakes, and snow cones. If you're in the mood for a taco salad, meat and veggies, or our award-winning Reuben sandwich, make the soda fountain at Hall Family Pharmacy your one-stop lunch destination. While you're waiting on Sheila to get your order ready, browse our gift shop. We've got new items you'll love coming in daily. If you're looking for a midday pick-me-up, stop by Hall Family Pharmacy. You're sure to leave with a smile.
Back here where York Gary going to get the football. Should get some good field possession.
Should get on the Stone Memorial side of the field here, Gary. They're going to punt out of their end zone practically probably inside the 5-yard line. And
looks like he's actually going to stand in the end zone.
Yeah, he's staying at the goal line. And this is actually Brian Carter going to be back to kick this way.
And he gets the kick off, and it's not a high one, but it's going to take a pretty much a dead bounce. Actually give a York roll up to the 34-yard line. So York with some great field position.
Yeah, they're going to start best field position of the night, Gary. York needs to cash this one in and get to the end zone.
It's, some kind of momentum going as we got 4:15 left to go here in the third quarter.
This, to me, would be where you would take a shot at this. Try to fake a pass one way or throw it to maybe Barger going the other way. Or, it's hard to do any play-action pass because the rush is so strong. But, you can get a chance to do something here. It's time to take a shot.
They're going to give it up the middle to Kirby, and Kirby going to get maybe a yard before he's shoved back.
They're going to give him 2, actually, down to the 31-yard line, Gary. Just tough. They've tried to close up the middle, made it really tough running for Kirby here in the second half.
York needing some kind of play. I'd like to see York try maybe a screen. Let that rush come through, and then Lefevue dump it off him behind him and get maybe a screen and get some blockers out in front of them.
Well, we've said all year we've got speed guys. You got to give them in space, though, or give them the ball with a chance to make a play. And that would be one way to do it is try to give them a chance to make a play in space.
Now Lefevue going to drop back. He's going to air one out. He's got Barger out there. Barger goes up. He couldn't come down with it. We got a flag, though. That's going to be pass interference.
Yeah, Bear Eldridge had him by the jersey, Gary. They'll call pass interference, but it could be holding, too. But so this is going to be a penalty on Stone Memorial.
And that'll give York an Eco first down.
There you go.
Eco Heating and Cooling are sponsors for our first downs. That's going to give York a first down. And, Gary, you don't like getting your first downs by penalties, but when you're trailing 29-0, you'll take what you can get.
Yeah, you will. That's a 15-yard penalty, so that's going to be a first down also. That's going to put it right at about the 16-yard line, Gary. So, York down here knocking on the door trying to get in.
First time in the red zone. As it will be York with that 3-man backfield. Got Lefevue under center. Followed by Kirby, Toman, and Hall. They're going to get to Toman, and Toman's going to be hit right as he gets the line of scrimmage and got maybe a yard.
Toman didn't have the football, Gary. He had to go back and get it. He bobbled it, and by the time he got a hand on it, there was a whole host of Panthers there to take him down.
But he still got a couple of yards out of it.
He got about a yard out of him. Well, they're actually giving him no gain, so it'll be. They're saying he got a yard, but it don't look like it. Looks like still on 16, but he didn't have the football. Just about lost that one.
2nd and 9 now for the Dragons. Snap, they'll give it on the reverse this time. Trying to get to the left side is Barger, and he's going to be ran out at about the 12-yard line.
Actually gets down to the 7-yard line.
I said 12.
So it's going to be 3rd and about a yard here, yard and a half, and a big 3rd down for the Dragons.
And Gary, this might be where they use Kirby to just bang it straight ahead.
Yeah, tried to get some power football. They've gotten a yard when they've needed it, doing it that way. So be a good time to give him the ball here, just see if we can get this yard and get it first and goal.
Of course, they like to run that keeper for Miles, too, on this. Dragons, he gets set and not get a penalty. Snap back. It's going to be on the ground, and York turned it over.
It's going to be to Stone. Miles tried to dive on it, didn't get there, and
no, that's Stover.
Yeah, it was Stover in that Wildcat formation, and it's going to be Stone football, it looks like. They come out there yelling. And no signal from the officials yet. I don't know what they're thinking here.
Possession's going to.
And
it's timeout. They say York's ball. York must have fell on it, Gary. So this is close enough. They're probably going to. It looks like are they going to measure it? Surely they're not going to measure it. That's nowhere near
close.
the first down. York's walking away from the huddle here, away from the pile here, and there's
Possession is going to be retained by York.
That looked like a Stone player, Gary, was on top of it. I don't know how York got that one back.
Yeah, they're going to measure this. This looks 2 yards short
at least.
from up here. So
even the guy with the marker on the far side moved it back some, as like they lost yardage.
This ball's on about the 7.5, 8 yard line, and York had to get inside the 6 to get a first down, I thought.
They stretch it out. York's going to be about a yard and a half short. I'm not sure why
2 yards. They're going to need 2 yards here on fourth down.
I don't know. I'm not sure why they measured that one. I ain't a rocket scientist, but I can figure that now.
I can't believe they granted a measurement if somebody asked for one. That's significant. So but it's going to be fourth and about 2 here, and York going to line up to go for this.
And we got 2 minutes exactly left to go in the third quarter when they get the chain crew back off.
They're not in any hurry here. They're taking their time. So
they're not rushing over there, are they?
York going to be in the full house backfield. Lefeview back in the game under center here. You got to think this is going to Kirby, and they're going to try to get 2 rough yards here.
It'll see if York can get the first down. If not, Stone will definitely dodge a bullet in this case. And up will come Lefeview under center. Got that 3-man backfield. Lefeview going to keep it himself, and he didn't get it, Gary.
He wouldn't even. He got a little bit of a push, but then he got drove back, and they're marking this on the 7-yard line. There's no way this is a first down where he's marking it.
They may come out and measure it again, though.
No, they signaled possession to Stone Memorial.
I can't believe they measured the last one, though. So they didn't measure this one. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. And, Gary, York stalled again, just couldn't get that 2 yards they needed.
No, they couldn't, and turn it over on downs inside the 10-yard line, so Stone Memorial will take over possession here.
And Stone, Gary, has been pretty efficient on the night. I think they punted once tonight, didn't we say? That was that last one.
Last possession.
30-yard punt, and that may be why they don't punt a lot.
Yeah, they went for it on fourth down the first time, and they'll take over here at the 8-yard line, 1st and 10.
This is where York's defense needs to bow up, maybe make a big play. York could get a score off of defense. It would be a big help. We got a flag on the play before this one's even got started, and I think the back moved before he ever snapped the ball.
Yeah, that was Bryant Carter on the carry, and direct snap to him. So they got him for the illegal shift. That'll be half the distance. It'll be 1st and 14 from the 4-yard line.
Right here, if York defensively can make some kind of play and get a stop here and make them punt it again, or even get a turnover, which would be the best situation.
Yeah, Stone probably going to look to keep this on the ground. Looks like it's going to be Carter again out of this shotgun formation. No, here comes Braden Looper back in the game, so he'll take over at quarterback, and they'll huddle up here.
It'll be first and about 15.
Ball on the 4-yard line.
So see what Looper does here. He's got 2 men behind him. 2-man backfield. Takes a snap, and he just goes straight ahead on the quarterback keeper. And he's still on his feet. Rolls all the way out to the 10.
Yeah, they mark him at about the 13-yard line. That'll be a gain of 9. It's going to be 2nd and 5 as we go under 1 minute here in the third quarter, Gary.
Yeah, third quarter coming to a quick end here. If the Panthers can put another score on the board, that fourth quarter will go really quick, Gary.
Yeah, you know, we haven't been in this situation this year. This is the first game that York's, you know, just really couldn't get anything at all offensively or special teams, keep themselves in the game, you know, with their defense. And so we haven't been in this situation this year. A little new territory for us.
And, Gary, the defense is right about at its average of allowing 21 points a game, but the 29 comes from the fact that it was a big punt block in return. Now that one's going to be a carry for a couple of yards.
That'll be the final play of the third quarter, Gary.
Yeah. So it looks like we're going to head to the end of the third. We're through 3 of them. After 3, it's the Stone Memorial Panthers 29, York nothing.
This is Mark Gall, your Twin Lakes Business Solutions Consultant. Did you know that all internet connections are not the same? Your internet experience can be affected by many different things, including whether your neighbor is online. With gig speed internet from Twin Lakes, you have a dedicated connection that's all yours. Twin Lakes uses state-of-the-art fiber optic lines to provide dedicated internet access to our customers. To learn more and experience the Twin Lakes difference, call 1-800-644-8582 or visit us online at twinlakes.net.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? Ordering your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more. Order now at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut. Prices and participation vary.
Come work at your local Pizza Hut. With flexible scheduling and a fun, fast-paced environment, there's a job for everyone. You could even be a delivery driver making tips from your own car. Apply online at jobs.pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut restaurants are operated by independent franchisees who control their own employee policies and practices.
Well, we're through 3 of them now, Gary, and York's got 1 quarter left in this one, and Stone with the football. You got for York, if nothing else, you got to get some kind of something going for these games that's coming up. I mean, this one pretty much may be out of hand, but you've got to try to get something kind of momentum going for the rest of the season.
Yeah, you do. You know, you want to get them off the field. They've got looks to be 3rd and 3 from the 16-yard line, and you know, hold them here, make them punt, and then get a drive, get something to the end zone, you know, and get on the scoreboard, see what you can do with this fourth quarter.
So now it's going to be Stone running the player in the last second. It's going to be Shada running in the last second up there beside Looper. Now he's going to get behind Looper, or beside him over to the left side, now the right side. They'll snap it back. Looper dropping back. Looper going to air one out. He's got a man behind the defense, and it's going to be caught right at the 42-yard line. Nice pass there from Looper, Gary, and the Dragons got a player down.
Yeah, I can't see who that is. That was Caleb Flowers on the catch. Trying to see who the York player is. That may be Dalton Barger, Gary.
Oh, let's hope not. Dalton has been hurt several times throughout his career, and he went down hard. And
I believe that's who that might be. And he's down. The trainers are over to take a look at him.
Well, you got a timeout now on the field. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back.
Left you in the end zone for a touchdown, Dragons!
Hello, everyone. This is John Robbins on behalf of State Representative John Mark Wendell, wishing the York Dragons many touchdowns and many wins during the football season. John Mark is happy to be a sponsor of the play-by-play broadcast and hopes that you enjoy each and every game. Again, on behalf of Representative John Mark Wendell, this is John Robbins saying, best of luck, Dragons.
Well, Barger, Gary, limps off the field on his own, but that's the same leg he hurt a couple of games ago.
Yeah, you know, he wasn't limping real bad. He had a little bit of a gait as he went off, though. He's down for a little bit. I thought he might be something else, but, you know, he got off on his own power.
Looper now going to hand it off this time over the left side, and cutting back is Shada, and he'll get over the 40 to the 39.
Give him 3 yards on that. That'll be 2nd and 7 for Stone Memorial. That was, you know, Looper threw that ball by as far as he could throw it, Gary, but he hit the receiver right in stride, and that ball thrown perfectly, and they had a big pitch and catch on 3rd and 3.
They gave him only 1 on that one, so it's 2nd and 9. Looper in the shotgun. Takes a snap, fakes it to Shea, keeps it himself, goes straight up the middle, bangs his way up to about the 30.
And they'll mark it at the 35-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 3 from there, Gary, again. So another 3rd and 3 chance for York, hopefully, to get off the field.
And, Gary, 3rd downs haven't been too much of a deterrent to the Panthers.
They have converted a bunch of them tonight.
And they're going for another one right here as Looper going to keep it. Got a blocker out front. He cuts to the outside, and he's going to get first down. He gets just beyond the 30 to about the 29, and that should be enough for a first down.
You know, something I see is they move pre-snap almost every snap, Gary, and, you know, that doesn't get called, you know, a lot, but if somebody wanted to point that out, they have movement before the snap almost every single snap, and, you know, those are illegal shifts, illegal formations that should be penalized.
Now they're going to throw back across, and that one this time, Brett Jones is waiting on it, and he's going to wrap it up.
Yeah, Brett Jones is there as well as Connor Warden there to help finish that one off. That was Bryson Bilbray on the catch, Gary. So nothing doing there for Bryson. There's flag down. I believe that's a late hit on the quarterback. So Stone gonna get bailed out here by a late hit. I think it was Tolman that came in and hit the Woody late, or hit Looper late.
And they're going to mark that one off, and that's going to be close to another first down.
That penalty is going to be 15 yards and an automatic first down.
Yeah, it is automatic first down.
Yeah, so it'll be 1st and 10 on the personal foul on the 21-yard line. So Stone driving it down the field here.
Stone trying to put an exclamation point on this one as they'll come up. It's going to be Looper in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looks, throws toward the end zone. Got a man out there. He'll go up, but he's going to be out of bounds.
He caught that, but he caught it out of – oh, no, he dropped it. But he had it, and it was out of bounds, though. Good coverage there on that one to keep him from catching that inbounds, Gary.
That was just a little overthrown by Looper. I don't think Gary, if he'd have been by himself, he could have caught that one stayed inbounds.
That's Bilbray again on the route. They're trying to get him the ball here, Gary, it looks like.
Of course, Bilbray last year played for the Dragons. This year's playing for the Panthers. They're trying to make this a 5-score game. He'll take the snap, drop it. Looper going to get rushed. Looper gets it off. Got a man out there. It's too high, too hard, and Looper got leveled, Gary, on that one.
Yeah, Ty Polk come in on the blitz, came free, and he had to probably get rid of that a little bit sooner than he wanted to, Gary.
So now it's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Panthers.
2 incomplete passes. They've tried to throw it to the end zone, Gary, just not been successful with it.
So the Dragons need to stop here. I'm sure this is 4-down territory for the Panthers.
I think you're right. I think they'll probably run 2 plays here. They line up with Shada in the backfield, and they've got 4 wides. Actually going to flip-flop a couple here, 2 to each side here on 3rd and 10.
As Looper in the shotgun, and now Shada took off a step before the snap. They got to call that. As now Looper going to drive down, throw it. He had a man out there, and it's going to be knocked down. Good play by the Dragons.
Yeah, that was intended for Bryant Carter, and that falls incomplete. So it's 4th and 10.
Let's see. Drake on the play. Yeah. It was number 2, Luke Drake.
Luke Drake with good coverage.
8:55 left to go.
4th down.
Here in the ball game, it's 29 to nothing.
They bring a bunch of new players on, Gary. So looks like they're going. Are they going?
Field goal.
Yeah, they're trying to field goal here, and this will be a 38-yard field goal attempt.
We've seen Stover hit a
42 yard
one last week. So we'll see if Lynch can do this. Snaps down, the kick's up, and that's not even close.
That was short by 15 yards, Gary. So
I don't think he would have made that from 25 out. So that's going to get back to York.
He didn't get the foot on the ball solidly, so York will take over.
8:46 left to go here in the ball game, and York gets the football back. And nothing else, Gary, York has at least staved off being in the mercy room.
Yeah, they have so far. 8:46 to go in the game here. York will take over at the 20-yard line.
So York with their football, trailing 29-0. 8:46 left to go in the ball game. Next week, folks, it's homecoming as Wartburg comes to town. Not only a big homecoming game, Gary, it's a big region matchup.
Yeah, it's a huge region matchup for the Dragons. You know, you got to get well from this and come out next week and take care of business.
They're going to pitch it to Hall, and Hall's going to be wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Gain on that one, so it'll be 2nd and 10. York trying to pitch, quick pitch, a little misdirection type pitch, anything, trying to get something going on the ground. Nothing doing.
So 2nd and 10 now for the Dragons. Lefeview under center. Snap comes out, quick throw, and that one's going to be dropped as that one, as quick as he got hit, the receiver got hit just quick as the ball got to him.
Rylan Miller on the route there, and that ball hit him in the hands, falls off incomplete though, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
So the Dragons with a 3rd down and 10 need to get some yardage here. Keep this drive alive or they're going to have to punt it away again. As we said, folks, coming up tomorrow, if you get a chance, check it out on our Facebook page. We'll have the Crush game tomorrow at 6:30. But right now, we got a timeout. We'll take a break with them. We'll talk about that when we come back.
At Southeastern Drywall and Construction, we combine years of experience, craftsmanship, and passion to deliver high-quality, high-value residential and commercial remodeling, renovation, new construction, including metal and wood framing, drywall, insulation, acoustical ceilings, and more. We make sure every detail of construction is done to your specifications. Call Southeastern Drywall and Construction at 937-5435. Now hiring experienced carpenters. Call 931-267-5435.
8 minutes and 8 seconds left to go here in the ball game, Gary, and it's a 3rd down and long for the Dragons deep in their own territory.
Yeah, 3rd and 10 from the 20. You know, you're wanting a good positive play right now, Gary. You got 3 wides out. You got 1 back with Lefeview in the backfield. That's Stover. So got 2 wides to the left, 1 to the right here.
I don't see Barger, and I don't think we will the rest of this game, Gary, because next week's a big matchup for them.
Yeah, his night may be good, Gary.
Leftview's rolling out. He's trying to find some room. Now he's over to the sideline. Now he's running out of room. He throws the ground. We got an intentional grounding.
That was in the vicinity of player. I think they're going to get them for some kind of illegal contact to the quarterback here, Gary. I think that was deliberate in nature, and the referee threw the flag. Oh, there's 2 flags. Yeah. You're right. Illegal man downfield is 1. Personal foul. Oh, and they do get him.
And they'll offset.
Yeah, they'll offset those, so it'll be 3rd and 10 again. But that's a rough, yard penalty for a legal man downfield. That's a personal foul on your quarterback. That's a 15-yarder, and you offset those, though, and that don't seem fair.
That was close, though, to being a intentional grounding, too.
Well, Tolman was in the area, Gary. I think he was certainly close enough to be considered an intended receiver.
Now Lefview's back in the pistol. Takes the snap, rolling to his right this time. He's going to try to take off. Now he throws it late. Now throws it right to one of the Panthers. Steps in front of the receiver and comes away with it, Gary. And the Panthers just get a big turnover.
Yeah, they get the turnover, and they
and Bilbray picking it off.
Yeah, it's Bilbray picking it off, and he's inside the 20-yard line, down to 19. Powell coming up real slow over here, but it looks like, do we have a flag down?
Now we do.
Yeah, we've got one now. So
that official must have been trying to.
The referee threw that, and he threw it
20 yards.
He looked away from the pile 10 yards and then threw it 20 yards the other direction. So
first down, referee.
Let's see what the call's going to be here.
See what they get. They're going to call unsportsmanlike conduct against the Panthers.
That's what it's going to be.
So
that's after the play, though, so it should be 15 yards. It'll back it up to probably about the 34-yard line.
Yeah.
So Stone will take over from there.
Okay, you see so they fumbled the play over. I didn't see the fumble.
I didn't see the fumble either, but York recovered it. Clearly did not see that, so it'll be York's ball. They get 15 yards at the end of it, Gary. So
that's going to be an Eco Heating and Cooling first down.
Yeah, so it'll go
strange first
out
down
to the 34-yard line. Well, really, it's on the change of possession. No first down there, Gary. So ball was fumbled, recovered, and then they got the personal foul. So
and now the pitch back to Hall, and Hall bobbled it a bit, but he gets a couple of yards.
Direct snap.
That was Kirby on the direct snap. Gary gets about 3 yards out of that, so it'll be second down 7.
So York gets a break there. They had the turnover. Bilbray had the interception, but then fumbled it on the tackle, and that gave it right back to York, and York got the penalty as well on unsportsmanlike conduct for the Panthers, and now with 7:05, York has the ball back with a second and looks like about 6. They're going to snap back directly to Kirby again, and he's going to go straight ahead, Gary. He's going to get some yardage. Picks up about 3.
Yeah, get about another 3 yards. So this will be third and about 3. It'll maybe a little more than 3.
So it's going to be third down and about 3 for the first down. So this direct snap has been good for the Dragons on this drive anyway, Gary.
Yeah, I'm not sure it wasn't Stover on that carry, Gary.
It could have been.
Yeah, it looked like it was Caden Stover on that.
I've seen the 5 of them. It could have been 15 or 35.
The press box throwing us off there saying it was Kirby.
Yeah. But now I'll move Lefew's back in the game. Snap. No, it's going to be Stover again. Stover going to get the first down.
That's Lefew on the carry.
Yeah, that's Lefew.
Yeah, so he gets the first down.
An Eco Heating and Cooling first down for the Dragons as he gets it up to the 47-yard line.
York
Actually
with a little
about the
positive,
49.
yeah, a little positive yardage there. First down, Gary.
We'll mark him at about the 48. Now they split the difference. Evidently, they said 47. Then the official moved to the 49, and they moved it back to the 48. So Dragons trying to get a little something going here, Gary.
Yeah, it'd be good to get some points on the board here for York.
The snap back, and that one's going to be taken over the right side. Going to get about 4 yards. Good carry that time. Was that Stover on the carry?
I believe that was Lefew on the carry. Yeah, and
Lefew.
Yeah, that's going to get about 6 yards, Gary. Good run. Spike back on the 46, so it'll be, you might as well call it 5 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 as we're down to the 5-minute mark. It'll be under the 5-minute mark when this one snapped. Lefew gets the snap. He's going to take off again to the right side, and this time he's going to be bunched up and stopped right there at the 45-yard line. Maybe got about a yard.
Yeah, tough running. They knocked the York line back that time. Just nowhere really for Miles to run.
And we got a timeout, I believe, called by York. Timeout on the field, 4:53 to go. It's Stone Memorial 29, York nothing.
When I say I'm going on a run in the morning, I mean a McDonald's run. Like to get the crispy chicken biscuit. It's made with a crispy, juicy, and tender chicken filet on a warm, flaky biscuit. Try one for breakfast. Mix and match the crispy chicken biscuit, sausage McMuffin with egg, or bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. Get any two for just $4. You know it's going to be a good day when it starts with a McDonald's run. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Limited time only. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price. Valid when product served.
A big thank you to all our sponsors for our live broadcast of York football here on WDB and our Facebook page. Gary, York at least getting a little something as far as moving the ball. They're getting maybe working on what they'll need to do next week against Wartburg.
Yeah, You'd like to end this with a good drive, Gary. You know, get to the end zone. Nothing else. You know, you can show that on film and use it as momentum go into next week.
So it'll be 3rd and about 3 for the Dragons. Here comes that heavy set again. Left view under center, and we got a flag. Toman moved on that one.
Yeah, Miles had trouble with the snap, too, so they get close to the first down, but they're going to call a legal shift on York, so backed it up 5 yards.
The middle back, he moved. He took a step before the ball was ever snapped. And
they've been doing it all night long.
Yeah.
We get called for it, so just the way it's went tonight, Gary, it's been a long night for York, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, for the most part, as we said earlier, Gary, York's been playing behind the chains all night long.
They've held them scoreless in the second half, Gary. You know, defensively, the touchdown came on a block punt, but York's defense has stood up pretty good here in the second half, especially. First 2 drives weren't that pretty, but, the rest of the game they played pretty well.
Well, they're going to get the 5 back as Stone's going to jump off sides.
No, they called that a false start.
The VAR official said it was indicating it was the
official, he signaled false start. Now maybe he's trying to he's going to correct it now.
That's why I started saying it was an encroachment call against the Panthers, because the VAR official come in over here, was making the signal, and this official over here must have decided he was going to call something else.
Yeah, the referee initially signaled false start, and he changed it to encroachment, so York does get the 5 yards back.
So they trade 5-yard penalties, and as we head down to 4:20 left to go in the ball game, it'll be York coming to the line of scrimmage. Got a 3rd and about 4. Left view under center. Takes the snap. Rolling his left view. Left view's going to throw it out. He's got a man out there, but that's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They were battling for it. That was Stover. Eldridge on the coverage knocks it away, and it'll be 4th down.
So now the Dragons will probably go for it here. Really nothing to lose at this point. You're going to come up short in this game regardless, as you're down by 29 with 3:51 to go. Even the world's biggest optimist didn't have good. Make this sound good, Gary.
Like to get a first down here, Gary. You got a little over 2 yards, 4th down. See what York can do.
And they got Stone to jump, so a good hard count, and York's going to get the 5-yard encroachment and eco heating and cooling, first down.
You like the enthusiasm, Gary.
We could use some eco heating and cooling, first down right here.
The whole stats team looks at him as he says that. A lot of cold people up here tonight.
That's the truth. This is football weather, folks.
York does get the first down, though, at the 40-yard line. So they keep the ball here. See what they can do in this last 3:51, Gary.
Yeah, just got a little under 4 minutes to go in this one. And left view going to pitch it quick to Hall. Hall trying to get outside. And Gary, that corner's just not been there for the Dragons.
They get it strung out. They can run to the corner as fast as Ben can, and Ben did get a couple of yards out of that, so it'll be 2nd down and 8. But, like to see him be able to turn the corner and turn that upfield. Haven't been able to do that tonight, Gary.
So the Dragons coming now, no huddle. Trying to get a little tempo going. Left view hands it off up the middle to Kirby, and he'll go straight ahead, and they're going to gang tackle him at the 35, but he just keeps pushing forward. Now they're going to find pushing back. They need to stop that before he goes too far. As
they let that go a little too long.
Yeah.
I mean, they were trying to pitch the pile and did momentarily, but once that stopped, you need to blow that down.
Now there's a flag on top of it, and he was over in the York unsportsmanlike. Well, it's going to be Stone Memorial unsportsmanlike conduct. He was standing over in the York huddle, Gary, and that's going to give the Dragons another eco heating and cooling, first down.
Yeah, that'll move it down inside the 25. And actually, it's going to move down inside the 20-yard line all the way down to about the 19-yard line, be 1st and 10.
And Gary, York's been here once before and turned it over on downs.
Yeah, they did have, trying to get 1st and goal, didn't make it. So see what they can do here. Clock running, 2:40 to go.
Coach Derek Sandberg can't be happy with his Stone Memorial guys getting these unsportsmanlike conduct calls late in the game. You don't want that. That can come back to haunt you in other games. As now Leffie rolling there. Leffie's going to be chased from behind, and he's going to be hit, and he's going to be dropped all the way back to the 30. And Gary Leffie never saw him coming.
No, that's Bryson Bilbray, tracked him down from the blind side and was able to get him down actually at the 31-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 22.
So we're down to 2 minutes left to go in this one.
The rush, York haven't been able to stop that rush of those linebackers all night long, Gary. They've rushed off the corners all night, been able to live in the York backfield.
Yeah, they pretty much dominated that line of scrimmage. As it will be York dropping back this time. Left, you're going to throw it out at the last second, gets it over the left side, and that'll get a few yards back to the 25-yard line.
Picked up by Leffie, who then completes a pass.
He gets about 5 on that, and Leffie takes another big hit. That ball hit the ground, and Leffie picked it up, able to get it out there to Stover about a 5-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 17.
So York's got it 3rd and long coming up here. It'll be dropped. He fumbled it, and it's still on the ground. It's loose, and I believe Stone's come up with it, Gary.
Stone Memorial did come up with it, and that's probably going to end this one, Gary. Panthers recover, and York turns it over on the fumble, and 1 minute to go. Stone will take over about the 24-yard line.
So the Stone Panthers are going to win this one. As the Dragons just coming up really short again, having a struggle tonight.
Next week, October 1st, here at 7 o'clock, the Stone Memorial.
York's got a couple of timeouts, Gary, but I don't think that you don't think they'll use them here.
Yeah,
just try to run this out at this point.
We got 1 minute exactly left to go, and Stone will probably just kneel on this one, and they'll. And
they've got 4 wides here in the shotgun. We'll see what happens.
They're going to hand it off, and that's going to be up the middle, and that'll go for a few yards, and then he's going to be dropped down. I believe they got some of their younger kids in, Gary.
Yeah, that's Waylon Flowers on the carry there. So Flowers carries it, gets about 4 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 6. And they're not in no hurry to run a play, and actually they're going to spot this. I don't think they'll have to run another play.
We'll see.
It looks like they're probably going to, though, but they deliberately tried to spot it inside 40 seconds, so we'll see what happens.
So now the Panthers just got to snap it one more time, and they've got some of their younger kids in there now, and they'll snap it. They'll hand it off over the right side, and that young man will get some running yards, and he'll be drugged down. And Flowers is going to be dragged down, and that is going to do it for this one. The York Dragons come into Stone Memorial and lose to the Panthers. Your final here at Stone Memorial is Panthers 29, York nothing.
The York Dragons 0.
With a strong background and years of experience in the medical legal fields, Social Security disability claims, auto accidents, essential documents like wills and powers of attorney, we can help. We also provide deed and title work and handle real estate aid. Call us at 863-5997. I'm Leslie Ledbetter, a local lawyer with a strong background and years of experience in the medical legal fields. Social Security disability claims, auto accidents, essential documents like wills and powers of attorney, we can help. We also provide deed and title work and handle real estate closings, and we do uncontested divorces. We help lots of families after the loss of a loved one with sorting out estates and probate work. Amber is one of the most dedicated advocates for children and adults who need a voice all over our area, and she handles adoptions and conservatorships, and she often serves as a guardian for those in need. We respect and appreciate our clients, and we want to simplify the complex legal world for you today. Call us at 863-5997.
It's fall in football, and Fentress Farmers Co-op wishes our York Dragons a great winning season. Play hard, play fair, and play your best each game. Fentress Farmers Co-op, your local farm supply store, is proud to support our youth in all their activities. Building strong youth today makes strong future leaders for tomorrow. Fentress Farmers Co-op, 1219 Old Highway 127 South, here in Jamestown.
The Gary Maxwell Insurance Office offering area insurance is located at 300 West Central Avenue in Jamestown. Get a free quote for your home, auto, life, or business with no obligation to buy. Call 879-1251. Shane Beatty, Katie Cooper, Tammy Robbins, and Brad Raines agents, along with Jeff Robbins, manager, will be happy to assist you. That's Gary Maxwell Insurance, located 300 West Central Avenue, with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainesboro.
And right back here where York comes up short tonight here at Stone Memorial by a final of 29-0. Gary, it's just another situation where the Dragons just can't seem to find any offense.
No, Gary, the real struggle on offense again tonight, especially running the football. It just doesn't seem to get any easier for the Dragons. Tried a lot of different things, a lot of different formations tonight. Just none of it able to create any real success on the ground.
Well, the Dragons come up short tonight, but it's time now for the Smart Bank postgame show. Don't go away. We'll be back to take a look at some stats and stuff, hopefully talk with Coach Kerry Johnson and get his word on tonight's game. And we'll be back with that right after this.
Here at Smart Bank, we promise that when you choose to bank with us, you are choosing to manage and protect your assets in the smartest way possible. We understand you depend on your personal checking account for everyday life. That's why every new personal checking account includes a free debit card, free online banking and bill pay, free mobile banking, free e-statements with online check images, up to 10 surcharge-free ATM transactions per month, and more. At Smart Bank, we believe in delivering more than you think is possible. See Equal Housing Lender.
Right back here on the Smart Bank postgame show. And, Gary, it's the York dominated again. It's just a tough night for the Dragons.
It was, just once again, just really couldn't get anything going offensively, Gary, and struggles continue offensively. York been outgained in every game this year, and this one no different tonight. I got the stat sheet. Got outgained 326 to 140 tonight, and we talked about the ground game. 36 carries, 67 yards. That's 1.9 yards a carry.
Yes.
And, they're going to have a hard time beating people if you can't run the football here.
That's exactly right. We see Coach Kerry Johnson making his way up here. Let's take a timeout and let him have a chance to catch his breath, and then we will be back to talk to Coach Kerry Johnson after this from Smart Bank.
Mortgage rates have fallen to new record lows, and Smart Bank can help you take advantage of these new rates, whether you're a first-time home buyer or in the market to refinance. Our team will help you decide which product works best for your situation. From fixed, adjustable, jumbo, FHA, VA, and RD loans to innovative customized loans for first-time home buyers, renovation, vacant residential lot, construction, and permanent. You'll find the smartest mortgage plan for your family at Smart Bank and feel right at home.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here on the Smart Bank postgame show with Coach Kerry Johnson. And, Coach, tough night again tonight. Your guys just had trouble getting anything going offensively.
We haven't found a rhythm all year, and that's what I just said. We're going to look at what we've done well and go focus on and just work on that. And we're going to do some pursuit drills on defense next week.
Yeah, Coach, you had a lot of missed broken tackles, especially the Shaded kid early in the game he was getting hit 3 or 4 times, nobody wrapping him up and bringing him down.
It's a mirror image of how we've been the last couple of weeks on tackling these running backs. We're making them look like Herschel Walker, all of them, and some of them aren't.
Coach, defensively, your team did a pretty decent job, other than just some of the backs. But just your offense, only 67 yards, I think, total offense on the ground. That's not going to beat a lot of people.
No, we saw some stuff that we thought we could do. A little new formation there. We worked on a little bit, and if we're blocking it, it should gain. And we just aren't blocking right now. And that's like I said, we got a lot of work to do, and there's several more games to go. We still have a lot to play for, and we got to get these guys ready for homecoming next week.
And of course, Coach, one of your strong points this season has been that your special teams, but it even let you down a little tonight.
Yeah, we were going to set up we have that formation we got in there that we usually it usually confuses them a little bit, and they didn't get confused on it at all. And we got a block on every set, and we didn't block anybody on that set. The whole side came in on the right side.
Coach, you got Wartburg. Wartburg's had their struggles, but you got them at home. That's the good thing.
Wartburg played on Ida 7-0. And so it's not going to be, if we think we can walk up and show up and play and win that, we have another thing coming. So we got to treat, if we want to continue going to the playoffs, this is it. This is a playoff game.
Yeah, Coach, this one, if you don't win this one, it's going to be a do or die then down at Rockwood, and that's going to be a third place. So this is one you want to get.
Yeah, Rockwood. I mean, yeah, we're focusing on Wartburg and not worrying about anything else right now. We have to take care of business. It's homecoming. You don't want to lose homecoming. It's we're going to do some work this week, a lot more work.
Coach, like I said, a tough loss. It wasn't a region loss, but it was a tough loss here tonight, and it could have been a great momentum builder. But you mentioned it earlier. You didn't want to come over here and lay an egg, and
that's what we did. I mean, yeah, it's we knew this would be a challenge. Playing a school that's 3 times your size, pretty much. But we purposely try to make a schedule a little tougher than it has been in the past, and I hope it helps us down the line. We Stone's got a good football team, and they executed well, and we didn't have any answer for them a lot of times offensively. When we did get something going, here we'd fumble a snap, or we'd have a jumped off sides one time when we had something going. We have to cut down on all. We can't make mistakes. We can't make mistakes, and we can't turn the ball over. And turn the ball over twice, in situations where we got a chance to score. It wouldn't have been a game changer, but, you'd like to put something on the board.
Well, Coach, tough one here tonight. We'll get talking with you again on Monday on the Coaches Show, but time to get back to work and get ready for Wartburg.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
And, Coach, we appreciate you joining us, and we'll take a quick time out, and then we'll be back to wrap it up from here at Stone Memorial in just a moment.
Here at Smart Bank, we promise that when you choose to bank with us, you are choosing to manage and protect your assets in the smartest way possible. We understand you depend on your personal checking account for everyday life. That's why every new personal checking account includes a free debit card, free online banking and bill pay, free mobile banking, free e-statements with online check images, up to 10 surcharge-free ATM transactions per month, and more. At Smart Bank, we believe in delivering more than you think is possible. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And back here at Stone Memorial, thanks to everybody for joining us for the Smart Bank postgame show. Only one thing left for us to do, and that's our player of the game, and we'll be back with that in just a moment.
Hello, this is Philip Hall with Hall Family Pharmacy and Hall Sports and Outdoors. We are proud to sponsor this broadcast player of the game. Be a part of the winning team. Hall's is proud to be this area's #1 pharmacy, and now you may visit our expansion in downtown Jamestown for all things sports and outdoors and a complete line of sports medicine equipment.
And back here at Stone Memorial. Well, Gary, there's only one thing left for us to do. That's our player of the game, brought to you by Hall's Family Pharmacy and Hall Sports and Outdoors. Tell us who tonight's the player of the game is.
Well, we're going to give tonight's player of the game to Eli Kirby. He's 43 yards. threw in 7 solo tackles, 3 assists for 10 total tackles on defense. So Eli Kirby going to be our player of the game.
Well, congratulations to Eli. Tough loss for the Dragons. We got to get ready, Gary. Next week's region game, a big region game.
Yeah, unfortunately, work's going to call me away, so you're going to have to hold down the fort next week. Get us a region win, Gary.
And, of course, it's also going to be homecoming, so be ready. We'll be doing the parade on Friday as well. So a lot of things coming up this week. Let's see, I've got I've got the Crush game tomorrow night, 3 volleyball games next week, and a York game plus the Pumpkin Festival, folks. It's going to be a great week next week.
That's what they pay you to do, though, right?
They pay me? Yeah, I get paid weekly, very weekly. No, it's an old joke, folks. We want to thank everybody. Thank Julia York here on camera one. She's filmed tonight, and I think she's ready to go home. She looks a little cold. Me and Gary sitting up here with no jackets on or anything, and
I was ridiculed over my dress tonight. I'm not happy about that. It's a great football night.
Just remember, folks, you have to be smart to realize you're cold, and that don't work for me and Gary. But we're going to wrap it up from here tonight for everyone back at the station, and I want to thank all our sponsors and remind you that we'll have the Coach Kerry Johnson Sports Show Monday at 5:30 on WDB. Till then, see you at the game.